Here I was again in the dark place, waiting for the screen to capture the game. Suddenly, there was a flicker of success on my OBS preview window. Welcome back to Alan Wake 2, everybody. This game has blown me away so far. Its concepts are executed so well and require you to know nothing about the Remedy shared universe, but they are rewarding it so well that we do know about it. What do you say? You want some more Alan Wake 2? Opens up flannel coat. I've got some Alan Wake for you right here on my tweed jacket and my leather elbow pads. Indeed, we rescued Alan Wake yesterday. I can't believe we did it, but we did. Alan Wake is free from the dark place, in the hands of Saga Anderson and Alex Casey. It's unbelievable what we managed to do, and I don't know, I might have to do it again, considering we stopped at the end of the chapter. We know how these checkpoints go in Remedy games. I just can't believe that they made it so simple. Because now we get to go back and play through the interludes as Alan Wake to find out what he's been up to. Let's do it. Let's do it! Yeah. Looking for safe havens might be important in the near future, I think. I hope, actually. One of those things where, like, I'm hoping against hope that in the near future, the combat is going to grow more difficult and intense, because it's very infrequent so far. It's not very frequent. Maybe it will be now that we're Alan. Combat pro against the dark.
The lamp felt significant.
Oh.
A tool for bringing light to the darkness.
Oh, wow. We're a little ways back. Just a little ways. Okay, that's fine.
I felt a magnetic pull between the lamp and the light overhead.
Gives us time to talk about what we saw last time. When we did this the first time, it was wild. I really like that Alan is
jumped into my
essentially
lap.
okay with moving
Bone
through the
changed.
dark now.
Like something in a dream.
It's really neat to me.
Opening a way forward. The lamp was humming. The bulb glowed. It held the light now.
It's really cool in general to me that Alan isn't afraid of the dark just in
I felt
general.
another surge from the lamp.
Because, you know, his
I
own
could
wife
use it
was,
again.
so the man himself has no absolute fear of it at all. Bravest man in the world when it comes
The
to
glow
walking
in the lamp
off
went
into the
out,
inky black
shifting
void.
the light in the room.
It's wonderful.
The light carved out something new from the darkness.
That's the show that he was on in the original game, but apparently the Remedy shared universe is crumbling from all of the weight of the canon. That's, I think, what we've learned here, is that the weight of the canon is dragging down the Alan Wake universe. It's getting lumpy. To the green room! If you know what I'm saying. What I mean is that Alan used to enjoy alcohol and drugs before going on talk shows, and that's part of why he doesn't remember anything. He himself said that, not me. That was by his own admission. Okay, now I'm glad it sent me back. Now I'm very glad it sent me back. The Remedy shared universe is only held up by the janitorial duties of one Ati. By the way, I was going over the footage of the last stream to host it, and here's something funny I noticed. In the green rooms, there are actually photos of Ati. It's just that they use his actual actor, so how are you gonna recognize him so easily? Using an actual actor headshot of the man, very cheeky. Hey Gio, welcome. Welcome back to the darkness. Hopefully you can be productive at the same time as enjoying our plunge into the depths. And if not, it's Saturday night, mi amigo. Chillax and enjoy. I know I will be. I like that it does only set you back one checkpoint, because it means we get to watch this again. I'm gonna say I'm glad to watch this particular cutscene a second time. I'll speak for all of us.
Wants to drown me. I'm losing myself.
Oh
I have
no.
to fight it.
We're
I
just
have to
past that
remember.
cutscene.
The clicker.
We don't get to see the
The light
face.
switch. I lost it, but I have the lamp now. The lamp the switch was cut from. This place is a nightmare.
Correct.
Not real, and yet more real than anything. The danger and the horror are real. It feeds off my mind, twisting whatever it takes into psychotic reality.
Well aware.
I'm trapped here. I write to escape. I've tried this many times, written countless stories.
It continues to
forgotten how many.
fuck up in my
I keep
face.
failing, but I must keep trying. I use the story to dive deeper. Every word I write is a step forward on this spiral into darkness. I dive to the bottom to find the answer, the map, and the key, and the compass. It's combined to form a door leading out. But how do you open a door that's not a door? At the bottom of an ocean that's not an ocean, and a lake that's not a lake.
And that is, of course, where we left it yesterday. And I think it's fantastic that they wiped Alan's memory, because they set a precedent for it happening before. And it makes sense that when he burned away the other half of himself, Mr. Scratch, well, probably had some effects on the remaining half of Alan Wake, who at the time, he was still stuck in the dark, wandering the night. As the title below and above and wherever you are on whatever platform states, his journey through the night will continue, as per the credits of that game.
I can see you there.
I am
Don't see me anywhere. I'm ready
trying to stop a snowball of words right now. A flood, a gush of praise about the way this game introduced us back to Alan Wake so unceremoniously. It's almost more about the universe he's trapped in than that we're playing as the man himself. Awesome stuff. The way that Alan just fits in this world now. That I'm fine with them wiping his memory and making him start all over to find his way out, telling him he can't trust himself anymore and all of that stuff. I'm totally fine with that. Because Alan the character just kind of feels attuned to the dark now. He has learned to use it over the course of the two games, this and American Nightmare. He feels like he fits in this world. And I feel like it's really earned in a good way. It's really, really cool. That's really natural. So let's see what horrors he's subjected to, shall we? Let's do this. Like the good old days. Oh, it's like the good old days. Surrounded by a screaming maw of static on television. And darkness just beyond the threshold. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Take a sip. Take a sip, writer boy. Oh, look at that. He poured himself a cup. Hard-boiled magazine. That's the difficulty we're on. Or even muffins here in the green room. Very good. Yeah, so welcome back. Hey there, everybody. It's Saturday night, so I don't know. This will probably be a pretty quiet stream, but that's all right. I just want to show you folks more of this game. And, of course, my virgin reaction to it. Because it's been amazing so far. The level of detail and care put into it is wonderful. And indeed, just like Alan Wake, we can store anything that'll fit in a shoebox, and it'll be preserved from the forces of darkness. You put your underwear in there or something like that? Spare pair of socks? That's, perfectly fitting. If it can survive a game of 20 questions, it can survive in the dark place. Red boxes need not apply here. Oh no. Wait, you can't just do that. No, wait, you can't do that.
Payphone was ringing. Somehow I knew the call was for me.
We already read the relevant pages as Saga. It's, overwhelming with symbolism right away. Look at how all of the graffiti reads Scratch. The graffiti is all scratchy. Oh, Alan is in hell. Oh my. Look at that, more scratch graffiti? This dude must have really hated New York. Alan, don't jaywalk. Whoa! Whoa! Hey, watch out for passing John Wicks! Holy hell! I think the Batman's gonna ride by. Oh hey, it's the Oh Dear Diner. New York edition. Screw the payphone. Let it ring. I mean, I'll pick it up when I'm ready. I'll pick it up now. Now seems like a good time to cross the street onto Ocean Avenue. Oh, Alice, if I could find you now, things would get better. Hello? You've got Wake. I'm a telecoms officer.
Hello?
Alan Wake,
Yes.
do you know who I am?
No? Who is this?
We'll get to that later. There are spies all over. Shadows.
A sense of deja vu washed over me.
Recognize that voice.
Had I had this conversation before?
Alan, listen to me carefully. Caldera Street Station, the subway. You need to go there. I'll call you again later. Make sure to pick up.
Do I know you? I know you
Is
from
that
somewhere.
James
You've just forgotten again. We're in this together. Don't worry. I got you now. We've been working. Great.
I'm losing you. Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
oh, we're in New York. That was fictional Casey. That was his Casey, not the real world Casey. Oh man, my friend, I think that might have been important. Roscoe Street and Alex. Oh man. Oh man. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah.
The man had said Caldera Street Station. I had to go there.
Yeah, he did. I love these interludes. These are awesome. These as a way to tell us what Alan has been up to. Oh, this whole place. Remedy is going to go insane with representational art here. Insane. Look at the manuscripts just littering in the streets of New York. A perfect place to have litter like that. But to poor Alan, it's torture. He could scramble through these, looking for manuscripts for hours, probably. Just a thought gives me creeps. Hey, Panza, you're just in time, my friend. We're catching a train out of this place. Noir York is terrifying. Welcome back to the dark place, everybody. It's been a while. Oh, it's been a while. We're in Silent Hill now. All right. Caldera Street Station. And Alex. Let's say we explore around a little bit. We just got out of the talk show studio where Mr. Dorr had a conversation with me. R.I.P. Lance Reddick. I have a theory that Mr. Dorr was added into Control because Martin Hatch, Lance Reddick, rest in peace. In his place, they added a new character that serves the same function. I got a feeling that's why we're running around with Cold Casey here instead of Max Payne. We can substitute these characters in our head because they serve the same purpose, and I think that's pretty cool. I also think it's kind of cool that we don't get to see what the fictional Casey looks like. Maybe he still looks like Sam Lake. I don't know. He's got the ugly tie. You hear that? The hell is that sound? Oh. Oh, hey fella. Whoa, okay. He's got no fuss with Alan Wake. Perfectly fine. Guy's got no business with Alan Wake. He's headed to the Continental Hotel over here to hire an assassin or something like that. What are we doing here, Alan? Why have you made your nightmares feature in realistic spaces. Why not go full abstract with it? You'll be completely safe from the enemies. In the mind of, like, Guinevere from Dark Souls or something like that? Oh no. I gotta find Guinevere's bosom.
Don't you fucking forget this. The dark place. I'm outside time and space, outside reality.
Flannel.
It is real. A nightmare dimension, an ocean of darkness. Remember, its dark energy can make art come true, make dreams and nightmares come true. Yes, I can use this. I need to use this. Hungry, monstrous things.
Bookstore.
They're wanting to stop me, to devour me, become me. Oh no.
Don't worry, buddy. You're in good hands. I'm an expert at navigating the dark. Matter of fact, I've been rambled at by insane Alan Wakes on TV before. Whoa, look at that graffiti. Again, all representational, but I bet so much of it was left by Alan himself, as reminders like that. The one that was just playing behind us. I bet you that not all of this is as evil as it seems. At this point, he's been through all of the content from Alan Wake. Almost like, I don't know, Doom Eternal style. He's been through so much dark adventure at this point that he already knows what's coming and he's ready to punch it in the face. Yeah, with his flashlight in this case, and not his meaty fists. The man is from New York. He enjoys Starbucks coffee. Like, Alan Wake, bit of a softie, but I'm alright with that. I'm okay with that because the disempowerment that comes with horror gameplay is a very powerful tool. Remedy uses it really well.
The Caldera Street station sign was
Alan.
there, but the entrance was missing. I had to make it appear.
Yes,
I
indeed.
could use the lamp to reveal the station entrance.
Time to Dumbledore this shenanigan. Alright, we can solve this problem. I'm gonna head across the street real quick before we go downstairs because it kinda seems like there's no way back if we're taking a train out of here. Hell, we may need to do some puzzle solving in the first place. Hey look! An ad for the Ocean View Motel and Casino, huh? It's true. Whenever you need it, it will be there. Okay, so that's creepy as hell that's just watching over us. Alan, how much do you know about the FBC? Did you look at the Wikipedia article for the Federal Bureau of Control once, and it's just infested your brain, such that now he just sees it on billboards everywhere? Maybe Alan Wake himself has become iconic. He is an iconographic character. In the flesh. This ain't no para-utilitarian, he is just para. He's just a ghost. He's a spooky. Man, New York, am I right? Oh. Gotta smell so bad I can see it hovering in the air. Uh-oh. Okay, whew. Almost looked like a body slumped against the dark there. Thankfully, we'd never have a problem like that in Alan Wake.
The lamp was dead in my hand. I needed to find a light for it.
Got one right here. Sadly temporary. Alright then. Let's go get one that's a little bit less, I don't know, fussy. One that's a little bit more settled down. That looks like a light we could steal.
It could not be opened on this side.
Suddenly my life had become a lot more like an open exploration horror game. Locked doors, deadbolts, shit got rusty. It felt like I had played this video game before. Oh, but I love it. I love their integration. The way that this has immediately transformed Alan Wake into something a little more like Control. Something with places to get lost in, spaces to explore, art that you can miss. What does that say? You lost? Oh no. Unless it's a question. Yes, I am actually quite lost. For words here. I got no idea what I'm looking at, it's so dark. What you got there, Al? Uh-oh, that's bad. No! No, don't imply that I can be hurt in this world. What? I was just getting used to the ambient shadows, actually. Again, Alan Wake, perfectly amicable with the dark. Your pal CJ? We have a bit of a fitful relationship. Odd couple style, you know what I mean? Sleep on opposite sides of the bed. I on top of the bed and the monster's like underneath the bed, where I'm not near them. Cult of the Word. Alan, you've invented a fictional cult in your own head? There's already a cult running around, dude. We don't need a second one.
It was locked from the other side.
Ah, come on. All this way and nothing, huh? Oh! Look there! Classic Alan Wake symbol. No yellow paint this time, I guess. I guess yellow paint doesn't exist in Noir York. Huh. Well, B-Man, you've joined a game of I Spy, in which we need to comb through all of this trash on the streets of New York to find manuscript pages. Do you see any manuscript pages? You don't see any, do you? Do you see any? Tell me if you see any, because I can't find them. Where are the manuscript pages? I don't know where they are. They have to tell the future. We have to find the manuscript pages. They've got to be around here somewhere. Oh, need money to buy books. Correct. Oh, this is wonderful. And the advertisements featuring Casey are getting angrier. Whoa. Boy, Cold Casey is a very point-blank movie. Not very subtle in its messaging, if you know what I mean. Okay, maybe we can head inside.
The door was locked.
Nothing. Alan, we gotta get a light. A light worth stealing. There we go. Looks like it's waiting for me over there almost. Go for a jog, Wake. Oh, I love how it's so much more natural for Alan to start jogging than Saga. The streets are so much more open here than the forests we've been running around in. And, I don't know, it's spooky enough that I want to take a hike. I don't know about you. I just love it from a mechanical perspective because
There was a light
this is
at
what
the
Alan
end of the
does.
alley ahead.
Oh boy, that's a lot of manuscripts to comb through. Alan, don't worry, buddy. If you need paper, you know, if you have a bathroom emergency, there's enough lining New York. Oh, I guess street cleanup isn't till 2 a.m. You know what he should have followed that up with? It looked way too easy. Like a huge trap. Well, I was watching a live stream. Chat running up the side of the screen like a freakish waterfall in reverse. Speaking of waterfalls, like a turkey, I stood with my mouth hanging open in the air, awaiting my inevitable drowning, but it would not come here in the dark place. No matter how slack-jawed I stood, I had to press onward. Yeah, I'm in awe. I'm in awe of the graffiti. They've gone full Dead Space with it. It's incredible how every single piece of graffiti reads something, has something to do with Alan Wake. Even the set dressing is against him now, and get out of here, you! Shoo! This is my nightmare. We are not Saga right now. Get out of here. That's from Quantum Break. Give me Sean Ashmore back. I miss Jack Joyce. Oh, I could play in the manuscripts like leaves. Oh. I just love the deterioration. It's wonderful.
Is this the way it was on the page?
Whoa! My man! Hey, buddy!
Oh, hey. We met at Door's show.
Alan Wake, the writer. I'm Alex Casey, looking into a murder.
Come on, what is this?
There's a piece of evidence, a manuscript of a novel.
Oh.
You wouldn't know anything about it?
A manuscript? What manuscript?
Whoa.
I need to see it.
Rumor had it the manuscript contained the details of the murders.
A murder cult was following the story to commit their gruesome acts.
Whoa.
Wake, their leader,
Whoa.
had he written it? How far would he go to create a perfect work of art?
You don't want to be on the other end of Max Payne's gun! Oh man! He's doing the grin! Oh no! Oh shit, it's Max Payne! Whack him!
Stay here.
No, wait! I need a gun!
No chance.
That's fucking Max Payne! Oh shit! Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Casey!
Damn it.
Oh my god! What a psycho! Oh my god, you better be glad that the darkness got fictional Casey!
I had to follow Casey. I needed that light.
Holy shit! Alright, now I kinda see why BB ran from Max Payne, why everyone else ran away from Max Payne, cause that's actually scary as shit when you're staring down the barrel of his gun. Whoa! That's kinda awesome! That's terrifying! Way to go, Remedy!
Remember
Oh!
dying in this alley in a dream I had.
Did that scare you?
Just gonna keep killing me here, loop by loop.
Oh.
You're not gonna get what you want. You think you know. You know shit. You don't really wanna know. You're gonna get what's coming to you.
Holy shit.
I needed his gun and flashlight to protect myself.
Yes, you do, and he doesn't need them anymore. I mean, we saw the canonical end of Casey in the storybooks as they were presented in the first game, narrated by good old James McCaffrey. But fictional Casey, here in Alex's mind, didn't stand a chance against the dark. Wow. I mean, they just killed Max Payne. Like that. That was Max Payne's last words, essentially. You're gonna get what's coming to you. Fitting. Sadly fitting for Payne. I'm just standing here, looking at this man, and all I can see is the late 1990s, the early 2000s. No, 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 no. Rest in peace. Hopefully he invades our mind, like the previous James McCaffrey did. I played Control. Thanks, Epic. Oh, now speaking of Epic.
This was an echo of the books I had written for years. Picking up Casey's gun felt like I was assuming the role of the detective.
Call it a Saturday night special. Thanks, Case. I won't let it go to waste. God damn. Look at the graffiti around us now that we can see it. It just all reads, "You die here. Don't write. Cold Casey. Find Alice. Ocean Avenue." I love the way that this graffiti is all red and black, like his tie and his blood. Oh, the blood coming out of his ears like the hiss got to him. Poor guy. Again, didn't stand a chance against the dark. It's a good thing we're an expert. Wow. That was
I need to get back to
awesome.
the subway station entrance.
That was awesome. As just a Remedy fanboy, that was incredibly good. Find Alice. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Uh-oh.
With the light
Uh-oh.
in the darkness now, restless shadows block my way.
Come on, Wake, like the good old days. You remember how this goes. Move aside, New York citizens. Writer with a Starbucks order coming through. Check out my tweed. That's tweed that's been on television. So where did Casey come from? We got a light now. Oh, and Casey must have read the page. Casey must have been waiting here for us because he read it on the page, much like, I don't know, Hartman and Nightingale and so many people in the Alan Wake world. Look at all that scratch graffiti. Return. Oh, I can just read so much of it now. Yeah, I sure am lost. One side, pal. No shoving. Excusez-moi. I'm gonna guess they don't feel good, but they can't hurt me. Oh, fuck! Whoa! They sure can now!
The shadows faded out. Until they didn't. They were trying to stop me. With the gun and flashlight, I could fight back.
Well, it turns out that the shadows themselves can manifest as enemies now. It ain't just confined to trash cans throwing themselves at you down the street. Wow. Alright, so the remnants of this world can become inhabited by the darkness. Congrats, Alan. You're the most powerful creative since Stephen King. Well done. Your imagination came to life. Good job, jackass. Oh. Like the good old days, eh, Wake? Yeah!
Cut through the darkness.
Okay. Now, much like Saga, we can visit our safe place whenever we like. Presumably we can watch the advertisements, listen to the radio from between chapters. Don't need to do anything on the plot board right now. Just taking a quick breather here. This is intense stuff. I am in love with it. I love how his imagination has been twisted. So, the fictional Alex Casey was, of course, Psycho Max Payne. Like, Max Payne's stand, or something. If Max Payne were a stand, that would be him that we just saw get owned by a more powerful stand. Wow. That was incredible. That was downright incredible. Okay. Why did Max just give us a revolver instead of one of his many other sick guns? Right? Where are our dual Uzis? Where's our sawed-off shotgun? Max, hello? You know what? That's why Alex didn't survive that. We lost our partner Alex there because he didn't have any high-level guns that could pierce through body armor. We should have taught him how to use the flashlight, but he wasn't listening to us. Wow. That really was an effective moment, though. I gotta say, again, as a huge Remedy fanboy, I can't help but pull soy face after soy face while playing this game because it's bringing out my inner PogChamp. Can you blame me? I mean, sure, I'll go full Twitch clown on this one, because the game deserves it. It's incredibly wonderful. I love the usage of color. The green across Casey's face just looked so wrong. Like, the Max Payne grin looks terrifying in stark lighting. Reminds me of those days when I used to speedrun Max Payne 3 using that horrible skin that was stretched over his face.
I could use the light to open the subway entrance now.
Oh. Yeah, you can. This window looks a lot like a diver's mask, does it not? Wow. Scared me for a second there, game. Gotta wonder. These windows. Look at this. Almost looks like we can get in there somehow. Ah, but the door's barred. It don't matter. Wow. I'm just exploring this space because it's really great how surreal it is. It's a tiny, itty-bitty diorama of New York. It's like a Silent Hill, New York. It's great how small and cramped and claustrophobic these streets feel. Despite it being the Big Apple? you know, where there's like usually 5-lane roads crammed with taxis. It's amazing to me how wrong it is. Let's try this one first. This one's blinking over here too, but it's not correct. See what's going on the street corner. Maybe we'll find Rocky having a bare-knuckle brawl. Yeah, maybe Max Payne was doing Dead on Arrival. He was doing a pistol start, so he was screwed. Poor guy. All right, Alan, let's go exploring. Huh. I'm gonna put the light in the optional spaces. Gotta say, I love his bouncy locks. I'm gonna start rocking this mullet he's got going on, I think, in the real world. Because, I don't know. He's proven that it's still fashionable in this day and age. Ah, yes indeed. Here we are in Night Springs, and oh!
I had written books about Alex Casey for years. Something lingered here. A line from a half-forgotten story.
Remedy, my heart goes out to you. Look, A Cold Day in Hell is the title of the first part of Max Payne. There we go. There we go. That's essentially confirmation from Remedy, metatextually, that Casey is meant to be Max Payne in this world. Wow. Wow, Remedy. I mean, I'll take it. This is the best that they can do since Rockstar is going with their own Max Payne direction, and I'm absolutely satisfied by it. Because Casey himself is such a unique character now. They stand alone from each other, apart from each other. I don't trust this. I was supposed to go down into the subway, yet here I am taking a metro line. This seems very wrong. Alan? Alan, this is very much the wrong direction. Okay. He's used to this by now, I guess. Wow. Line from a half-forgotten story, eh? Whoa! Whoa, we got company! I don't know if it's pleasant. I don't know how to tell. Listen to him. Oh. Oh, that's a Children of the Elder Gods symbol, I think. With the antlers on it? Okay. Excusez-moi, fellas. I ain't here to bother no one. Just exploring the rooftops of Noir York. Alright. I'll be back. Time to get out of the rain, I suppose. Alan, you wouldn't happen to have dreamed up an umbrella for yourself in that pouch, would you? In that, that writerly fanny pack you've got there?
Oh no.
Oh no. Hey, fellas. What's up? Don't mind me. I am gonna try not to get too close to him. Take my time over here, you know? Really explore the environment. Oh boy! We're gonna need those, I think. I love it. I love that this is in my path. I stepped right over it. That's what let me know it was on the floor there. Really good. Hey, Casey, I really could use your help right now, but your gun works too, buddy. Thank you. Okay. I'll just edge my way around the rooftops here. If only I could shoot a spider web, you know? Start slinging. I'd clear this place in minutes. What the hell's that? What were they just humming? Is that the fucking Max Payne theme? It can't be. That's gotta be something else. Someone got a sick headshot on this graffiti, though. Apparently they know we've been fighting the darkness. Can I help you? Listening to the latest Old Gods of Asgard?
Hello.
Oh.
Jack!
Hey, Alan. You snuck up on me.
Hey, Sean! How you doing?
Sorry. Have we met?
Memory problems again, huh? Yeah, we've met. Tim Breaker. We've shared notes.
Yup.
Hey, I've made some progress on the map if you want to take a look. Still haven't found my mystery man, though.
Oh yeah, baby! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Sean Ashmore got a place in Remedy's shared universe after all. Jack Joyce gets a happy ending at the end of time. He's my memory guard. Who's a mystery man you mentioned?
Who's this mystery man?
Oh, it wouldn't be much of a mystery if I knew. All I have is a name. Warland Dorr.
The talk show host?
Mr. Dorr.
No, that doesn't sound like him. The guy has many disguises, but a talk show host? No. I'll keep looking.
Oh, don't worry. In an alternate universe, I already know that he's gonna cause a lot of trouble in this universe. It will happen again in a town called New York City.
You're making a map.
Trying to. It's hard to map a dream, though.
Oh, yeah.
I keep ending up in unexpected places. I find interesting things like those strange markings that react to the light, but never the one thing that I'm looking for. Feel free to check the map out.
Paul
Oh, I've
Marine.
been stockpiling supplies while I poke around. If you find a stash, take anything you need.
I appreciate the help.
Thanks, man. I can't believe it. I have to wonder if this is meant to be Jack Joyce. I'm going to explain something to you folks who didn't watch the Quantum Break streams I've done. You should. They were a lot of fun. They were blind. And it's a wonderful game that introduced Sean Ashmore here to the Remedy shared universe. Jack Joyce, main protagonist, at the end of Quantum Break, was working for Lance Reddick, Martin Hatch, who is now apparently substituted for this Mr. Dorr fella. You know, Dorr, Hatch, almost like a transition point was mentioned in Control, where a new guy named Mr. Dorr was operating like Martin Hatch of Quantum Break. And thus, a new character was born when Lance Reddick sadly passed away. In the midst of all this, Jack Joyce was working essentially to prevent the end of time. And I gotta wonder if Tim Breaker is just kinda who he is today. You know, Sheriff Breaker's son. I gotta wonder if Jack Joyce has found new employment in a different universe. You know, preventing the Chronons from destroying time or however he sees it. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out more about him later. Thanks for keeping my memories safe for me, buddy. I appreciate it. Map updated. Like I said, we're getting all Silent Hill up in here. And...
Oh, that's my crazy wall. I'm just trying to make sense of things.
And,
I'll trade you walls any day.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that they do both have walls that are just completely full of crazy scribblings. It's a common theme in the Alan Wake world. Everyone has one. It's how these people stay sane. I'm gonna guess Remedy probably has several. Alright then. There we go. This is what he was just doing the last time we saw him. At the morgue, about to give the evidence to the FBI. And Mr. Dorr brought him back to the dark place for some reason. Maybe to meet Alan. But he wasn't surprised when he saw me. Which I'm kind of glad for. It means that we've got a friend here. We've got at least one friend here. The red-headed woman, you say? I only know of one red-headed woman in the Remedy shared universe. So, they might be reintroducing some older concepts here. Interesting. Yes, so those are all bad things, and it's not UFOs. I wish it were. It would be so good if it were UFOs or polyhedrons or something, but it's unfortunately not. It's dark creatures. The good news is, Sheriff Breaker, you're not crazy. You're just Shawn Ashmore, and you're really unlucky in the Remedy universe. I gotta imagine that maybe his character is the embodiment of having zero luck. Thanks for the supplies, buddy. Best of luck out there. Enjoy your hearty garden peas. Delicious. All right, that's kind of awesome. Take care, my man. How about that? I like that Sheriff Breaker's family line was already intrinsically linked to the dark, and now it just is, in the form of her son, I assume, being able to simply duck in and out of the dark place. Not by his choice, but he can do it. And here we go. This is an open exploration zone? I didn't expect that. What? Alan Wake in Silent Hill? Whoa! Yeah, let's do that for the next, 4 hours. You want to do that for, 4 hours? Okay. I'm going to assume your answer is yes, because it sure is mine. Welcome to the age of yellow paint. Alan Wake's been doing it for a decade. Sometimes the yellow paint can be dangerous, though.
There was something hidden here. The phrase repeated over and over.
An achievement.
Resonated with meaning. Had I written this?
Lamp? Words? Lamp? Words? Lamp? Brother? Brother, can I have some lamp? Oh! Words of lamp! Gotta be! Huh? Words of fix. Words of gun. Words of stuff. I want to do words of stuff. Can I summon the pale duck into this universe? Was Alan Wake a gamer? Oh, whoa! These are collectibles that allow us to boost our powers. Oh, very good. I wonder if these apply to both Alan and Saga. She uses a flashlight too. Interesting. That's neat. Lucky strike. Ha! Very good. What am I, Sebastian Castellanos? Oh man. These are wonderful. I like that they're chance-based because, means that they could balance the game around them not happening first. Keep the game even. These are all just bonuses. All right. Let's go for the health restore. We'll go for the health restore. That way we can keep our consumables for after fights are over. We don't need to stop in the middle of a fight and find a safe place to heal anymore. We can just burn away the dark to heal. That's awesome. Very cool. Hey, thanks, buddy. I don't know who you are, but thanks for the... Oh, he's coming this way. Never mind. You stay where you are, sir. Bro! You can also stay where you are. Oh, boy. I'm gonna imagine if I touch them, they're gonna get upset now. Wait, that one's more corporeal. Wait, that one's way more corporeal. I think we might have a mimic on our hands here. Yeah! Got it. If we don't piss them off, we won't have to fight them. We could just defuse them. Oh, this is wonderful. What an immediate diversion. I love that they implied that the subway was our next stop, and such, we could just go there instantly if we're ready to move on from this. That's a really smart way to do an open world, is to say, hey, if you're ready to go, we showed you where to do it right off the bat. But if you want to explore Max Payne's worst nightmare, feel free. I gotta imagine that this is where we are. Some kind of liminal space between Alan and Alex. Or, we can pretend it's Max Payne. Here we go. Align the echo, huh? Whoa!
He was a monster, poised to tear into you the second you let your guard down. You thought you had it tamed, that you knew what the hell you were doing. Your last mistake, unless you got lucky. And you didn't deserve to get lucky. You blinked at the wrong time, let your mind wander, and the fire escape that was meant to be your getaway route was gone, was never there at all. You'd gotten turned around somewhere along the way. The city was coming to finish you off, and there was nowhere left to run.
Wow. I get it. I think, both layers of that. It's almost like Alan talking to himself there through Casey. Let's remember the story of Alan Wake in a more serious fashion, right? Jokes aside, the reason that Alan left to go to Bright Falls with his wife was to get away from the press. Remember, he didn't want to write. He didn't want to write when he went to Bright Falls. He went to Bright Falls to get away from bad paparazzi after an interview on television. And then his wife coerced him into writing, talking about finding self-help at Hartman's Lodge that kicked off the events of the game. She was trying to help him. And here, his own mind, through Casey almost, is blaming him, saying, "This place was driving you crazy. You had to get out of here, no matter what. The darkness is where you belong, Wake." That's essentially what's happening, is he's got another Mr. Scratch. This dude just can't stop torturing himself, can he? Well, Echo found. I love the monologuing. It's pure fan service for Remedy fans, and I can't mind it because they earned it. They worked their way up to it for a decade. We've seen this company almost go out of business to produce these games, be dropped straight on their backs by their publishers, and it is amazing that Remedy has survived to be able to make this nostalgia trip. It's just wonderful. Speaking of tripping, be careful. Careful here, Wake. You're pretty high up. Oh, this is wonderful. Hard-boiled and hungover. That's Alex Casey. Wow. I mean, let's be frank. If Casey is meant to be Max Payne, a stand-in for Max Payne, we can assume that Casey lost his wife and child too. That, I don't know, Casey's got a worst Casey scenario. And this is the place where it's playing out over and over and over again. Yeah, follow the green first. The evil, sickening green. Oh, it's wonderful to hoof it. I don't feel like jogging it. I love the way this game looks. The usage of color makes me want to walk around without the flashlight on because look at how stark it is. I mean, it's wonderful. What do you think, Wake? Yeah, buddy. There we go. Now maybe we can get inside this store. I mean, turning off the flashlight and just bathing in these lights is fun because they're not safe places, but they feel like it. Initiation and return. Why do you gotta put initiation in the way? What are we initiating? I don't want to know. Poets? Oh, Poets Cinema. I was gonna say Poets of the Fall? No. Poets like Tom the Poet. Bullets, bodies, and bourbon. Worst Casey. Based on the Casey novels by Alan Wake. How popular he is. Oh boy. What the hell is that? What, did a bomb go off here? Now that's art. This is a Banksy. Well, this is the light I was looking for earlier. I guess we have no reason to steal it now. Where the hell are we? Oh boy. Backtrack down the street over here first. Why not? Die, Casey. Rude. That's just rude. Bella didn't really deserve that, honestly. He wasn't even real. The real Casey doesn't deserve it either, let's be fair. But the fictional Casey deserved it even less, because he probably didn't even know what the hell the darkness was. At least the real Casey has some awareness of what's going on and so could try to fight it. Fake Casey? Seems like he already had been taken when we found him. Here we go. Love it. Following the lights. Thanks, Sean Ashmore. It really is good to see him back. What? What's up? What have we here? Oh. I mean, maybe it's some kind of ritual. Maybe it must be done that way. You know what? You're right. Max Payne needs no flashlight. My god, if only I could just jump down Assassin's Creed Eagle Cry style into this pile of manuscripts. Interesting. They're not marked off after that. There are other points of interest around us. Gotta wonder what the one it's referring to is. We're looking. Could be above us. In fact, I got a feeling, yes. I got a feeling we're gonna come from above. Okay. Sounds good. Let's go looking. Because if I get down to street level... Oh! Alan can drop off ladders! Way to go, writer boy! He's actually gotten a little more agile since the first game. He couldn't parkour for shit in the first game. Oh, but we can steal that light anyway. It might come in handy. Good to know. New season of Night Springs coming soon? Well, I hope it's produced by Barry. It'll help me get out of here. Hey. Ah! Well, I should have seen that coming. Get ready, Wake! Oh boy! Whoa! Trial by fire! Whoa, hell! Ah! Whoa, I really set things off! Ah! Ah! Cut it out! I don't got a melee move in this game! Whoa! Ah! Oh, shit! Whoa, man! Whoa! I gotta burn more away from him! Whew! One epic headshot! Alright, the others are surely still gonna be over there. Whoa! This game's combat is way slower paced than the first game's. In a good way. It's punchier, more intense. I should have seen that coming! Of course! Wow! Yeah, I guess the cop car must have sideswiped this area. Other universe, it was a taxi, thank you very much. A lot less alarming. Wow. Alright then. No, I don't feel the need to give that back, thank you. I'll just keep it. What a nightmare. I think there might have been a ladder here in the other world, though. What's up? What do you got for me? Oh, nice! Words of gun? Yeah, I could use one after that. I'll take the ammo save. I'll take it right away. Revolver's all we got, but I like the implication that Alan's getting a shotgun like the good old days pretty soon. Find Alice. I'm working on it. The good news is, Alice is already safe. Well and truly. Thanks to your actions, Al. Alright, so we got another light here. Maybe we should put it back. Because it seemed like touching it was a bad idea. Left 4 Dead style. No ladder? I could leave it. What do you know? There's still a question mark over there. I wonder what it could be. I don't know what it's referring to. Map's a little confusing, but then again, he is stuck inside a nightmare, and navigating New York, yeah, seems pretty nightmarish. Maybe we can get inside this building somewhere. Let's go look. Unlikely. Unlikely. Yeah. Yeah, hey, maybe Alan's ammo count is indeed in his head. His weapon rack is in his head. His shotgun is only there when he imagines that it's there, when he remembers that it's there. Otherwise, it doesn't exist. And the Black Pyramid! Don't do that to me, Remedy. Oh, Remedy scared the shit out of me there. Just open a door to the astral plane. Ugh. Hey, Board. What's up, buddies? Oh, man. But that's actually a pet theory that Slippy, I guess Skippy is my Slippy, isn't he? That Skippy and I proposed was that Alan's shotgun disappeared when you holster it because he just forgets that it's there. I knew it. I'm on the lookout for mimics now. Where the hell are we? Let's check out this direction. If indeed there is something to find over here. Maybe it's on the ground level. Down there somewhere. Looks like we can travel up even further though? Oh, we've already been up there. Yeah, we're backtracking now. Alright. We'll look around. Try not to bother the darkness while I'm here. See if there's anything on the ground level down there. Oh, there is. Look, there's an entire path down there that we can take. How would we loop around to that? No, I'm in awe of this. Absolute unit of a level. And oh yeah. Thanks, Sean Ashmore. Oh boy. Get a little bit of the Chris Redfield in you. How about that? His inventory ain't unlimited. Okay, good to know. If we need to, put anything in there. Wonderful. We can just go to a safe space at any time here. Alright, so, like the good old days, Al. Put your flares on too. Boink. Oh, wow. And we could put healing, emergency healing on one as well. Emergency batteries on another. All set. Nice. Gotta wonder if you have to pull the flares out and then yank the cord, or if they do, I don't know, if they do it on their own when you're surrounded. Back in the good old days, all you had to do was tap the button. Maybe that's not good enough anymore. Oh yeah, we need to get back down to street level. All right, let's do it then. We'll hit that one on the way back. I really like that they're rewarding me for backtracking though, because the first time we came through here, that sure wasn't open. All right, this is cool. Oh, I like this mechanic a lot. Lost? Yes. Yes, I am. I like that mechanic a lot. Whoa! Note to self, he could bust through doors while sprinting. Good to know, and wait a minute, this is street level. How did we... Wait, how'd we get back to street level? I'll just take that again. Thank you. Let him investigate. I'm out of here. Not this time. Whoa, okay. Stay in the light. Light's safe. Hey there, fellas. Hey, you really should wait for the street crossing. Oh, this is great. The way that there are now essentially darkness mimics. Oh, just gotta not bump into them too hard. All right. So if we head down the alleyway without taking any stairs, we might be able to get to this one over here. We'll take a look. I love how the Alan levels take place in familiar environments, but they're way more twisty than Saga's levels that take place in the woods. Like, that's kind of really cool to me. Found our, oh boy. Yep, we found our way back. I'm just wondering what this is even referring to at this point. Already went this way, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't lead over there, does it? Yeah, wait. Wait, what? Oh, okay. How'd we do that? We were just on the street level. We went downstairs and ended up on a rooftop? New York is weird. Boy, New York is really weird. Excuse me, fellas. Pardon me. Oh, they're starting to gather now a little bit. Okay, this is interesting. This is getting a little bit non-Euclidean on me. Just a little bit. I was wondering if we were going in circles, and the answer is yes. Yes, we sure are. Excuse me, fellas. Al, how good are you diving between rooftops? Can you bullet time dive, fella? This is wonderful. That was so subtle. Whoa! Caught by a mimic. Whoa. No budging in New York. I get you. We just gotta move slow past them. But little shoves like that we can now heal thanks to our writerly expertise. What in the world? A fire escape. Okay. Here we are. Welcome, my friends, to the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Apparently, they have a branch in New York. Whoa! Okay, then. Hello, Dark Orb. What's up? Okay. Can I help you? Casey.
Rain tried to wash away the sins of this city. But some sins, the evidence of the crimes committed, could never be erased. Not by the rain, or any amount of therapy from Dr. Jack Daniels. It remained bruises under my skin, like tattoos, bruises in my soul, scar tissue on my heart. The rain never stopped falling, and I never stopped drinking.
Oh, man. It really is like we're getting a pain epilogue here. Oh, wow. This is pure fan service in the best of ways. All of these damn buildings look like the FBC. Every fucking one of them. I love it. And I love that through Casey's narration, we're getting just a little bit of Alan's psyche. Remember, Casey's not real. If he represents Max Payne, then that means that you and I, the viewers, are getting an epilogue for Max Payne. For Alan, that represents probably himself drinking, like his wife accused him of back in the day. Remember, it was one of the things they argued about when he was wearing his killer sunglasses in the apartment. It was a pretty pivotal scene. Oh boy. And we still haven't found that other Echo. Where in the hell is that? How do we get over there? Oh, I don't want to give up on it. We're finding so much on the way to it. Hey there, Lonely Mudkip. Welcome to Noir York. It's a cold day in hell indeed. Look at this rain. Currently running from the shadows, as per Alan Wake tradition. But we need to keep checking our map because this space is getting non-Euclidean real quick. I love it. How there's just a little bit of control here. Oh, and how if we keep moving. What is he humming? I gotta know what he's humming there. Hey, bud. This is where he gave us the map. Let's check his version of it. I got nothing. I got nothing, Sean. But it's good to see you again. It's real good to see you again. Enjoy your pizza. I hope that the dark place brings you fresh pizza. You deserve it more than any other protagonist in Remedy. This is the man that saved time. That's Jack Joyce, okay? Put some respect on the man's name. Quantum Break was a fantastic stream. I loved streaming that game. Oh, and I'm loving streaming this one too. Watch the mimics! Whoa! Oh man, I'm spotting them a little better now. Just a little bit. They're darker. Their shadow is more complete in the shape of a person and less of a visual effect. All right, what are you looking for? It's in this area. It could be all the way down there, but I don't know how we'd get down there. Anybody see a ladder? Let's go check. This is the wildest shit ever. Look at this. Look at where we are. I just spotted how they did it. We are now down in the alleyway I was just looking at. I was just looking at this alleyway from up on this rooftop where we took the fire escape. Here, I'll go do it again. Watch this. Watch this. Boink. We're back up here. Look. Can you see the door? Look, you can see the door. Oh, that's so cool. You can see the door I'm about to come out of down there. Oh. Watch this. Doink! The magical teleporting wake! Oh. Oh, this game rules. You can even see the ladder. This game rules. Oh, this game rules. I didn't even notice. I gotta clip that right now. I gotta clip that right now. The moment I noticed that this game had non-Euclidean space. Wow. Awesome. I had to preserve that moment. That is fantastic, Remedy. I don't know how they did that, but way to go. Wow. There's a goddamn time-space anomaly keeping us from reaching this question mark. Oh, this is so awesome. Oh, don't worry, Rabbit Sink. You're actually just in time. The world has actually just opened up to Alan. And we're now exploring the past of Alex Casey. And finding out just how much the poor guy had to do with his creator. If you know what I mean. Maybe it was marking this all along. Maybe there was more to find here than just his cache. Look around for an echo or something while we're here. Maybe this is all it was marking? Because we're in the area of it right now. I don't know. Oh, there it is! Yes! We're unlocking all of Alan's skills, one at a time. It's important we find these. We've got words of lamp, words of gun, words of war. Click the sticks to do glory kills, Alan. Oh, nice. Oh, these are interesting. I don't think I want that full stop skill because you know me, I'm a habitual reloader. I think I'll go for the flare gun. We probably won't pick it up for a while, but that's a worthwhile investment in my eyes. Who knows? Maybe there's one around here for us to collect. Alan ran up the stairs and looked at the rooftop he'd just been on. He was trapped. Trapped like a player in a 2.5D shooting game with a bad lighting engine. Oh, are you saying I should start playing the soundtrack from the Max Payne Game Boy Advance? Boom. We need the bongos. Oh yeah. I ought to put that on my soundboard so I can play the bongos at any time. All right, Max Palix. What's next? Heading down the street? Let's do it. How about we hit the left here and then go across to that alley. That alley, Wake. Huh. Draft Street. Perfect. Yikes. Oh, yeah. What did Darkness hot dogs taste like? They're only $1? This can't be hell. Alan, This can't be a hell of your own design if the hot dogs are that cheap. Then again, maybe in this world they're made out of rats or something like they are in the real New York. Oh boy. We got some solids here. No way. I ain't letting them get close. Let's get energized. Go ahead, Wake. Whoa! Can't fool me, buddy! Nice flannel! You're on the wrong side of the United States for that flannel. Look! Oh, is that a Poe sticker? I'm haunted by the first game's soundtrack. Ha ha ha! Now to have a street fight with Rocky. Words of action. Words of Alan. Oh, detection is an easy one. Alan was never there at all. Let's go Sam Fisher. Detection, easy. Thank you, words. You know what? I'm glad the Lady of the Light is still helping me post-mortem. Requiescat Scott and Patchy, as they say, but she shall live on. Alright. I ain't gonna live on if I go that way, though. I'm gonna guess that that's where the draft ends. Yeah. Good thing we got this plaza to walk through that surely ain't full of enemies now that we're armed. I gotta say thanks to Casey for the revolver. Hey, Max hardly ever used one of those things, and that's what separates the men, I suppose. Casey was more of a Dick Justice than a Max Payne. Oh, and of course the fountain is a safe haven. I'm glad. What's that? Is that a light? Or is that an interactable? What is that in there? Hey, Alan, go for a swim. Oh. It's just one of the lights that's guarding the fountain, keeping it safe from the darkness. That's good. I'm glad that there's one of those at least. Worth checking because it did look just like a consumable item. You never know when you're gonna find some revolver ammo sitting inside a fountain. I mean, we got all Silent Hill. Why not apply with Silent Hill convictions and Silent Hill mechanics? Mr. Door over there. Mr. Door over there freaks me out. I don't know. I liked Martin Hatch a little better. Rest in peace, Lance Reddick. But I will say that Mr. Door, freaky as hell replacement. The man's intimidating, especially if he controls this place in some way. I hope he doesn't. Don't write. I refuse. I'm gonna try my best to write anyway. Part of what I'm good at. Waiting for us at the front entrance, apparently. Oh, this is wonderful. Let me ask you folks, what do you think of this section as an introduction to Alan's gameplay? I mean, that intensity when I, interacted with the cop car, I mean, there's a real way to ramp up the atmosphere and tension right away. I really feel it playing the game, but do you feel it watching? The shadows are actually demonstrably dangerous. It's cool that they showed us right away. 'Cause now I'm afraid of them. Head on over to my desk. Keeps the words of power in there like a gun in a CEO's office. I like it. Wellness retreat. No, thank you. That's what got him in this mess. God rays, yeah, they're beautiful. Wheels within wheels. Man, I love the names of these perks. We'll go with wellness retreat because we do after all heal as we peel away the darkness. A little bit of an extra buffer will help. Let's go, Leon. Have a yellow herb. I'm glad you folks are finding it cool, because I feel like the game evolved Alan Wake's gameplay. A nice forward step for the series, where in the original game, you were entirely walking through the woods, save for the one chapter that took place at the dam and in town. And varying up the locales with the same style of gameplay presented a little bit more grounded, a little more seriously, keeping all that gonzo imagery. It's perfect, in my opinion, as an evolution of what Alan Wake was back in 2010. they brought it up to modern horror standards, modern gaming standards, and it's just so cool to be seeing a game that actively decided to keep up. A game that actively decided to modernize instead of fighting against it and making something mediocre instead. A lot of sequels do that, and Remedy didn't. They've learned from every game they've made, and oh god, this is gonna be way worse the second time. Oh, whoa. Yeah, here we go. Here we go! Whenever they launch at me, I see it. Okay. Alright, sometimes the bad ones give themselves away. Hey, fellas. Easy. Easy, fellas. I see the light blinking down there. I've got one. I've got one now. The first time we came through here, we didn't have a light. But I stole one from the police car. Oh, Casey. Casey! He's gone! Oh no! They got him! Oh no! No, no! No, not taking Casey! Oh no! He already was kinda nuts in this world! Whoa! The darkness got him! Oh no. Oh no, we need the lights to be off. No! I should've... Oh! Oh, I know what happened! Oh, I know what happened. Casey died in a light, but I took it to turn on the subway station. Oh, man. Casey? Buddy? Where'd you go, homie? Bolt of the word. What's the good word? Word of fix. Yeah, let's fix our relationship with Casey. We'll just keep going with wellness retreat. We'll start with increasing our max. Casey is inside me the whole time. This feels like they filmed a movie in Seattle, but used the city as New York, but like 80s New York. Yes. Yeah. And I'm with Einsamler as well. Rabbitsink and Einsamler are describing it exactly the way I feel, that it's so claustrophobic, like we're walking around a diorama of New York. Rabbitsink has a perfect way to phrase it, that it feels like a film set of New York. That it feels like a movie filmed in Vancouver, that they're just pretending was New York. Now where does this lead? Oh no. He was so close to safety, too. The door was locked. Poor guy was definitely not gonna get away even if he had chosen to run. Alright. If there's another way to head out through here. Is that... Wait. Wait, that's not the direction we went around that corner. Oh, look, it's more non-Euclidean space. Look! More non-Euclidean space! Yay! Look, look! Oh, Alan's gonna get his exercise. Yeah! Non-Euclidean space. Non-Euclidean space. I could just keep going. Yeah! Stanley walked down the corridor that seemed like it would never end. And indeed, it wouldn't. Because Stanley had chosen to take the cardio ending, in which he would have the ultimate, most powerful lungs for the triathlon that he sadly would never compete in. And from there, Stanley died. The end. Well, that's wonderful. I love it. Sure does, Dr. Floor Pills, but it only takes one pip. Watch this. I'll show you. There you go. Just that simple. Thanks, fellas. Nice knowing ya. I gotta imagine that Alan's sections work a little like a stealth game. If we don't get too close, if we don't let them take us by surprise, we might be able to disarm them with one of our single battery pips. I really like it as an evolution of the gameplay of Alan Wake. I like it a lot so far. And there we have it. We're nearly done here. One more walk down the street, and then we'll hit the subway, shall we? Wonderful. Oh, it's wonderful how we can just soak in the environment here. Oh, don't worry, Dr. Floor Pills. The improvements that you're seeing here are carried over from Alan Wake's American Nightmare in a way I really like. A very natural way. Where they took American Nightmare's mechanics and basically blended them together with the original Alan Wake's slow-paced gameplay to make something that goes by fast and isn't boring, but is still slow-paced and atmospheric. And so they kind of ended up with the best of both worlds, I feel. It's really cool. Now, all the way at the end of this street where we got this light, I like that this light enabled us to go back to Casey. That's kind of cool. Oh, there we go. Hey, speaking of fire escapes, that's some yellow paint on that fire escape. Al, come on. Al? Nothing. Fair enough, bud. But he marked something on the map over here. The graffiti seems a bit hostile. Yeah, indeed it is. It's wonderful how it's talking not just about the cult of the words, but, you know, die Casey and find Alice. Things that are relevant to everyone, Alan and otherwise. I guess I'll check the corners over here. What you got for me, game? Yeah, this, something happened to this poor fella, but I don't know quite what. I don't even know what I don't know what the box in the corner here is referring to. Whoa! Hey, fellas! Don't mind me. Just stealthing my way through New York here. Yeah, I gotta wonder what that means. That's the first time we've seen that symbol. Maybe I can shoot down the air conditioner as a collectible. Destroy every air conditioner in New York. Make it a slightly less swampy place. Let's see. Just angling myself so that I'm aiming at it, whatever it is. It's our last one, after all, after Casey's memories. Not sure. Can I root through the trash cans like a... Oh, there it is. Very good. Oh, very good, Alan Wake. Wow, that's sneaky. Flashbangs! Nice! Very good. If we get in trouble, that'll save our bacon. All right. I gotta imagine those are gonna be way rarer. We had to try to find that one. Very nice. Yes, indeed, Dr. Floor Pills. You got a lot of catching up to do, mi amigo. Oh, you got a lot of catching up to do, but don't you worry. You'll also get to meet Alex Casey, no relation to Alex Casey. We are in the world of the fictional Alex Casey these days. Alan Wake's journey must continue through the night after all. Here, Alan, take a bath. Yeah, it's been a while, buddy. Love that his hair is actually getting completely drenched. Really making this man's tweed jacket smell like Grandpa's house. All right, Al. Clear away the dark like you're good at, buddy. Pull a Dumbledore. Very good. Ha! It's not a shower. It's a waterfall. All right. Next stop, Roscoe Street. And Alex. Yikes. Caldera Street Station. Did you know that this place was secretly made under a volcano? Just like Bird Leg Cabin at Cauldron Lake. Caldera Street, huh? I'm sure Caldera Street has nothing metaphorical to do with Cauldron Lake.
I needed to find another light to go deeper inside.
Sleep again, Street Avenue. Don't dead, open inside. Oh boy. Oh boy. Identity theft is on the rise. Yeah, you're not joking. Oh, I love it. Don't sleep again, Street Avenue. Huh. Very good. Well, let's go find a light then. Yeah, this all seems very unfortunately familiar. I'm sure Alan's had nightmares about riding the subway. Well, good news, buddy. They're gonna come into effect here. Wait a minute. Chugging painkillers in a subway? This seems a little familiar. This seems a little familiar to me. Alright then. There's a light outside. We could go get it. Seal ourselves in the tomb if it'll allow us. Here we go. I'm glad I explored beforehand, because now we don't need to go get this light. It's already here. Most excellent. And there it is. There's that classic Lady of the Lamp signal. There it is. Ah. Good luck. You'll need it. Wonderful how we did all the exploration first, but would have had to do some of it anyway. I love that. How there were actually secretly 2 objectives to get us inside the subway. Rad, man. I would imagine a lot of live streamers or whatever end up doing this, where they come down here right away and end up having to turn around and explore. It's wonderful the game lets you do it in either order. Hit the lights, bad boy. Whoa! Stop writing Wake Boulevard Street. A street and a boulevard? That's some dangerous traffic. It's Payne. Whack him. No, Dr. Floor Pills, that happened about 20 minutes ago. And what a cutscene.
Closed. I had a ticket.
Yes. Yes, you do have a subway pass. We found it among the debris on the ground somehow. Hey, you know what? It's nice that, it's nice that there's a discount in the New York subway system these days for the handicapped. I'm glad. Good for you, Remedy. All-inclusive nightmares. Go on in, Henry Townsend. Best of luck, buddy. Yeah, so, earlier we ran into Casey, and Casey wasn't acting like the Casey we knew. We found out what it's like to be on the other end of Max Payne's gun.
Something about the station platform felt significant. It would work in my writing, but I needed more.
It ends where it began. Roscoe Street. And Alex. I keep saying it, but it's growing more and more relevant. It's incredible. I feel like I'm going on a trip down memory lane here. We just did this the other day. These benches.
Something lingered here. A half-forgotten memory. An echo.
FBI. FBI
Oh!
agent had come here before me on the trail of a murder cult. He'd gone missing, presumed dead. The cult was leaving me clues to follow, connecting the dots from one murder to the next, inviting me to draw an obscene picture on the city map. Caldera Street Station. The name made me think of the exit wound of a bullet.
I had a flash of inspiration. The ghost of my fictional detective. A story thread I could use in my writing.
Yes, indeed. Now that Casey has been nixed, he can serve once again as your protagonist. Congrats, Alan. It was good to see him. Dr. Floorpills, if you're just gonna bitch, do me a favor and adopt a more positive attitude.
Together, write them into my story to create a path deeper into the dark place.
I would love to delve deeper into the dark place, because the dark place is the most liminal space I've ever seen. It's such a trip down memory lane, but it's all wrong. It's all so very wrong. Okay. Time to rewrite reality. Like American Nightmare. He can actually do it. All right. They caught him. The blood trail led to the darkness of the tunnel. Whoa!
The scene here had changed. The dark place reacted to my story. The way into the tunnels was no longer blocked.
Oh, I love how every single thing on the walls, everything from the graffiti to the signs is metaphorical, meaningful, and scary, tense, oppressive. Looper Express to Mirror Heights except late nights. Late nights, you and here. Oh, I love how these form sentences, but you can just walk right by them without acknowledging it. Dr. Floor Pills, I hope this game blows you away like it has me, my friend. I hope you enjoy it, because I love it. No exit. What is this, American Psycho? Yeah, I guess it is. I guess we're dealing with some real psycho Americans. Ah. And there we go.
Into the maw of darkness. It swallowed him whole.
An alternate ending for Casey. It swallowed him up to heaven. There goes Max Payne. Watch him as he goes. Thank you, Dr. Zyman, so much. And thank you to everyone who's decided to join me for this. Thank you all. I love it. Oh no. Oh no. I also am in awe. Well, it looks like someone took off into the dark.
The tracks led into the tunnel. That was my way forward.
Left side is the intro of Alan Wake. Left side. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, is what Stephen King wrote to open Alan Wake. Stephen King once said, "The New York subways are terrifying at night." How about that? Indeed, Dr. Zyman. Oh, we sure did. In real life and in fictional, horrific life. Oh, this is a nightmare, all right. Yeah, scratch this out of the game, graffiti. Oh. Uh-oh. We might have some impassable mimics.
Deeper into darkness.
There are far too many of them. I might be able to get them all. Come on, Al. Okay. Alright, I had enough battery to get them all, but it expends a little more battery to disarm them than to fight them. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination. A lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast, down a coastal road to get there. I hadn't seen the hitchhiker in the road. I looked up at the spotlight. That's the intro of Alan Wake 1! Literally! That's literally the words he says! Oh my! They're fucking with my head! I love it! Oh, we've already been down this staircase before. Who are the cult of the words, Al? Who'd you make 'em? Oh boy. Fancy some detective work? This is what Saga was seeing earlier. In the previous part, when we walked through the witch's ladle, we saw the room with the clicker, and this tunnel. Fuck me!
Shit. I don't like the sound of that.
Nor did I, Al. Welcome back to the dark place, everybody. I really feel like the graffiti's getting more hostile as we go. Oh. My friends, the start of this stream was a real banger. Please do, feel free to go back and look. If the open world segment doesn't interest you, you actually really do have time here. As a matter of fact, let's take our first break right now, because we're going to be playing this for the rest of the night. I'll give you folks time to go back and watch the cutscene with Casey, because it's really important, and it scared the hell out of me. It was pivotal to my enjoyment of this entire scene, and I hope you enjoy it too. We're gonna go back and rewatch it while we're taking our first water break here. It's been about 2 hours, and I plan to play this the rest of the night. Best of luck out there, Dr. Zyman. Have a good Halloween shindig, my friend. I had one of those today as well. I will see you all in just a moment for more Alan Wake 2. We're gonna take our first coffee break here in the light. I'll see you in a moment, my friends. Enthralling stuff so far. I'll be back in a second. And so will you, hopefully. Stand up and stretch. And go back to watch the VOD. Skip forward until you see the Alex Casey scene. I'll be playing an advertisement while we're all up from the chair here, so you may as well go to the Twitch videos tab and click on this live stream that's playing right now. Participate in some meta humor, why not? Because that Casey scene was utterly well directed. I'll see you all in a minute for more of Alan Wake 2. Hey, what's up? Boop. Made myself a protein shake. That way we won't have to take another break for a while. That advertising break that we just took made it so that there will be no advertisements for the next hour of the stream. Only 3 minutes, and we were all up from our chair anyway. Pretty awesome. Because there are alternatives for people who are partner. There are automatic ad plans that Twitch offers. But I feel like the best way for us to do it is, if we're gonna all be up anyway, may as well run an ad for all the empty chairs. That way we can get back to the content. This is blowing me away so far. Really. So, let's refresh my blurb here. I'll do my retweet, as I usually do, and then we'll get back to it, my friends. We've made it to the subway, and it was really fun to explore the entire place, to have a contained area that introduced us to the mechanics, the new sneaking mechanic, enemy detection and all that. It almost like gives enemies a radius, and taught us that radius with like thin platforms on rickety New York buildings. It was great. It was very natural. Retweet that. I'll do another ad everyone here. I'm all smiles about this, my friends. How do you feel? What do you think? This is incredible so far to me. It really is. It's blowing my mind. CJ used cheats to get through. Fuck the dark presence. I don't know. Well, you're not wrong, honestly. It's perfectly fair because the dark presence itself cheats. Nice. Chuck my phone. Because we're probably not going to run into any more real-life numbers to call, I hope. The last one we called has been eternally busy, and I don't know if that's because it's related to Remedy, or there are just a lot of people out there who wish they had a pair of bolt cutters like I do. We found so many locks as Saga that we can't open. Good news about Alan's world, doors are usually locked from the other side, like a Silent Hill game or something instead. Much more fitting. Alright, everybody. Let's get back to this. I gotta get a haircut. I'm starting to get that Alan Wake mullet going on myself, I'm noticing. Narcissistically observing myself in the webcam. Maybe I should keep it. Maybe I should keep the mullet. Like a dog's floppy ears. I mean, look at the way that Alan's hair bounces. Look at the way that it bounces. It's luscious. It's like we're still playing Lies of P. And our inventory is getting a little full of supplies, funnily enough. I don't probably need to drop everything off, but sure. Just so that we'll always have room, let's store some stuff in the shoebox. It looks like we can store individual stacks. That's cool. It went full Resident Evil on Alan's end. Saga has satchels that increase her inventory capacity. But if you look at Alan, he's already got the bag on his back, so he's already got inventory space. But, true to Alan Wake, we can put stuff in shoeboxes and it'll appear in our safe rooms. Very neat. Night Springs doesn't exist. Oh, he definitely left this one for himself. Night Springs doesn't exist. It's a fictional town from the TV show I used to work on. It was Anyplace, USA. A place we used as a backdrop for whatever strange story we had that week. One of the stories I wrote for the show involved the Champion of Light fighting his double, the Herald of Darkness. That's the intro of American Nightmare. Very good. What's this? This is a manuscript page, I think. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out. It is! That's from when Nightingale goes to the trailer park and Sheriff Breaker is pissed at him because he's drunk on the job and all of that. That's wonderful. Wonderful connections there. The way that they're using textures on the walls in unique, non-repetitive ways is so possible now in a way it wasn't in 2010, that I'm glad they're taking advantage of it. Yup, there you go. Thornton and Mulligan, even on the walls in Alan's dream. Or his nightmare, one of the two. Because, wow, this is my nightmare, that's for sure. I watched a Final Destination movie that ended in a subway, and I've been afraid of them ever since. Oh, Alan's with me. Listen to the guy. Nope. Cult dealings. Who doesn't like cult dealings? Right. Or don't write, I suppose, as it were. Oh, this is just wonderful atmosphere. Oh, I love it. A subway is such a good setting for a horror game, just in general. I loved when The Evil Within did it. I loved when Resident Evil did it. Metro, of course, did it for the entirety of the experience. And now Alan Wake is getting its turn, and they're doing great. For Finnish developers, they sure do know how terrifying American subways are. Way to go. Word of aid, baby. Alright, writer boy, what do you got? Torchbearer, ER, and prescription. Yes, you know what? I like the idea of prescription. I don't know, doubling the effectiveness of the healing item itself? That seems like a pretty good idea. There we go. And we can add another 1.5 times healing bonus to it. Rad. Alright then. Well, makes sense that the painkillers are here in the subway. We're following Casey's trail. It's funny how the painkillers work in a diegetic fashion for this game, because it's a living parody of Max Payne. Of course there'd be booze and painkillers. What the guy was all about. In his spare time, he didn't have many hobbies. This doesn't seem right. Well, this seems not correct. But there's an elevator here? Uh-oh, that looks non-Euclidean. Huh. Oh, okay. Scratch? That itch for Alan Wake. It's scratching that.
It could not be opened on the side.
Ah! Scratching that Alan itch. Alright, there's a path at the other end. Watch out for the little Castellans while I'm here. But we gotta find our way through, I suppose. Huh. Oh, there we go. Yikes! Oh boy. Alan, you're very tall. Ilkka Villi is a very handsome and tall man. Thank you, Sam Lake, for giving us this subway train for scale. Good to know. I'll continue to have pleasant dreams about him.
The blood trail led me on.
Sure did. And it's also the graffiti leading me on. Pretty much wherever I find horrible darkness and foreboding graffiti, I will find progress. What is that doing down here? How'd that get down here? You know what? It's New York. I believe that this would be down here. This thing is probably gonna tip over in a breeze someday. Crash a subway train. Can I fix that? No. No, it's solid as a rock. Look at that. It's even near a switchback to derail a train, Final Destination style. Oh, Alan, what have you done? Turn on the flashlight. Look at that. Wow. That's some control influence lighting right there. That's gorgeous. I mean, I love how they're using spotlights of very, very bright, very direct color, very pure color, contrasting color. It's casting lights on the whole environment. Feels like sometimes you don't even really need the flashlight until the dark shows up. Till it manifests.
Another place to use in the story. I needed to search the tunnels for further visions. Inspiration for the story that would lead me deeper.
God, I love diving into gaping maws. I just can't get enough of it.
The new scene I had found was important for the story.
Oh, fantastic. Look at his draft over there on the right. Let's do it. Let's channel Alan's otherworldly writerly spirit. It's at the end of my fingertips. Okay.
I changed the story, and with that, the dark place changed.
Oh, what a beautiful effect. Wow, I love that eclipse effect. Man, that's cool. I don't even know how to describe what is happening in words to create this effect, other than it's an eclipse. Wow. Well, what'd you change then, fella?
It's bad luck to be on this case. The cult can get you anywhere with that black magic shit. Let the day shift handle it. What happened, anyway?
Some Fed came looking for the cult, but it was a trap. A satanic blood sacrifice.
Anyone who gets involved with the cult, they're next. I heard their leader is this famous writer, Alan Wake. Their unholy motherfucking messiah.
Sounds like a load of bull.
Fascinating. He made himself the hypothetical suspect. I'm wondering if he's trying to keep relevance in the dark place. That's gonna be my going theory, is that Alan is writing himself into the corners of this. Basically like the margins of the world, such that he can orchestrate the way out that we saw in the last chapter. We know that he escapes the dark place in some way through his actions here. I'm just wondering how it all leads to that.
The blood trail disappeared under the rubble.
Even the
I had a
blood
feeling
trails
something
got
was
writing.
waiting there.
Blood trails even got ominous writing in the stone. Ah! Lonely Mudkip recognized those voices. You're right. Those were Thornton and Mulligan. You're right. What the hell were they doing here? I guess they were just taking a vacation. I don't know, they were on like catastrophe detail in New York as police officers or something. Gotta go all the way across the country and see the Big Apple and solve a murder at the same time. Cool. I didn't even notice it was their voices. I was busy listening to like what they were saying, you know? I got ADHD. I didn't even notice who was saying it. Thanks to the shadows, I suppose. And oh no. No, we need this. We're gonna need that. We gotta take it with us. But I'm gonna wait because I bet you this is gonna become a lot less safe after we suck the light out of it. Head on down, Alan. What could possibly go wrong? No thanks. Again, leave the fighting to Saga. Alan knows how to navigate the dark. I love that that's become a mechanic in the game. Navigating the dark. As Alan. Because as Saga, we're just tripping over darkness. And then we have to fight it. Here we go. What's this? Alan, there's something up there. Al. Take a look, Al. Huh. Maybe we can move this. Maybe we can move this out of the way somehow? Yeah, look. There's an echo up there. That's what that is. We just gotta get the right angle on it. I guess staring down the barrel of it is incorrect. That makes sense now, actually. The thing might start moving in our dream. All right, then. Find a way to get up there first. Hopefully we don't have to steal the light from this world to do so, but I'm gonna guess that we do. And oh yeah! Get your dead space on! Walking sideways to open lockers in a sequence. This is a horror game now. You graduated, Alan Wake. Oh yes. Way to go, Alan Wake. Give me that.
Another echo lingered here. A source of inspiration.
If you could call it that. I don't know why you would. Well, maybe because you're used to it. How about you explain for the rest of us?
Your research can help me, ma'am. What do you know?
There's more than one urban legend about the Cult of the Word. The murder cult used these tunnels for their ritual sacrifices. They say the cult reenacted the murders in Alan Wake's crime books. That Wake was even involved somehow, under a false identity. Mr. Scratch, which is, of course, a nickname for the devil himself.
Is that Saga?
It was disturbing finding myself in the story this way. But I was desperate, and it felt right for the story.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, Lonely Mudkip is right. That was the woman we saw at the start who found the cult symbol. Was it not? I think? Oh boy! No time to contemplate, we got incoming. Yeah, the non-fiction writer woman. That's right, the hairstyle. I was trying to place it by the voice that time, but I should have placed it by the hairstyle instead. Oh! Words of power. Gotta be. Words of lamp. Oh. Thank you, lamp lady. I'll keep going with main attraction. Healing, especially when we're defeating non-aware enemies, is handy. That's really handy. It's interesting that this is actually just like Alan Wake 1 in terms of how he's using characters from the real world in the story. He basically brought that woman into this dream story world to make sure that it's complete, such that it finishes the way that will allow us to escape. I don't know why she's down here. I don't know why Alex Casey was asking her for information, but I'm glad we upgraded our detection radius so we got time to talk about it instead of fighting everything. It's wonderful how combat is rarer here. Combat is so much rarer in this game so far, but more impactful, more meaningful. Oh boy, that's a very Max Payne-esque shoe.
The federal agent had come here looking for answers. All he found was a fate worse than death.
Sadly correct, Amundo. It's unfortunate you had to rewrite it this way, but it was better than Max Payne shoving a gun in my face. That was a childhood fear I didn't know I had. Being on the other end of Max Payne's gun. Alright then, we got the light, we can head back now. Although, I don't think we gone this way yet. What's this? Oh-ho!
The water was gone. The way forward was open.
Little shortcut ahead. Nice. I like the light puzzling aspects of this. I like that earlier there were two lights we could take from either source, but in the end we needed both of them anyway. So it didn't matter which one we took first. Very cool. This is almost like the opposite of the darkness. I wish Mike Pollock were in the background saying, "Alan, make use of the light. Absolutely bathe in the shit, Alan." Seriously, Mike Pollock should be in more games, and I'm gonna take this with me. Yoink! Whoa, we can't. They were clever. Very good. Got a little clicker action going on here. Who needs the light switch when we have the entire lamp? Keep your subway clean. That's not going to happen. You know what game I'm playing. They know very well what we're doing here. Oh boy. Get your Resident Evil on. Hey, hey. I recognize that humming now. Yeah! Yeah! Hey, Grid Dad. Good news. Time for a coffee break with our buddy Sean.
Hey, Alan. Tim Breaker. In case you don't remember again.
I know, Tim. I'm remembering more now.
It's good to hear, man.
Good to see you again, buddy. Oh, I love it. I bet they have alternate dialogue if this is your first time fighting him. That's right, it's Sean Ashmore. Aren't you so happy to see him?
How's your search for Mr. Door going?
It's not great. This dream we're in, putting a lot of roadblocks in my way.
I've noticed. I have to navigate some myself. I'm gonna imagine yours involve time bubble shenanigans. Yeah, so, are you sure you don't know who Mr. Door is? I swear he was a talk show host in this reality.
The sketch you have does look like the Door I know. The talk show host.
All I know is the Door has something to do with what's happening to me. And he knows that I know. He's like some sadistic mastermind torturing me.
Again, maybe Martin Hatch got his revenge on Jack Joyce after all. We may have shared amnesia, buddy.
So you think this is a dream?
I'm not ruling it out. You know, my dreams have always been incredibly vivid.
Same, bud.
They feel real until the second I wake up. In the dreams, I'm often someone else. A different person.
Oh my god!
A different name, living a different life in a different world.
There we go! There we go!
It's alternate realities. Maybe.
Confirmation of what I was just saying.
But certain things don't change. Like Door.
In another world, he was Jack Joyce. There we go. I've been saying it since we met the guy, and there we have it. He's Jack Joyce. He's Tim Breaker. He went from Quantum Break to Quantum Leap. Whoa! He became like, I don't know. I don't know. That fella from the Lord of the Rings. He achieved Chim. Wild, man. Well, I'm glad that you're here in this world, buddy. Remedy still loves you, and so do I. And oh no. Time to explore the subway for shenanigans we missed. Fantastic. I love giving you the map after. Let's see his speculation. How's he coming on his conspiracy theories? What is this place? A dream? Feels like it. Not real. No place, every place, all places, any place. Now, New York. Not New York City. A way to other places? A nexus? All correct. Is Door the gatekeeper? Heh, would be befitting of his name. We're trying to get somewhere. Everywhere. Door, gate, portal, port, opening, access, window, hatch. The one he's missing, unfortunately. Wow. I love it. How slowly it's turning Pepe Sylvia on us. He's doing well for himself, though, trying to figure all this nonsense out. The problem is, I'm going to guess that the extra-dimensional entity known as Lance Reddick, rest in peace, would not want such a thing to happen under his watch. I don't know who the new actor is. Or Hatch. I don't recognize him. We'll call him Door. I don't know who the new actor for Door is supposed to be. But I like his performance a lot. Like, Lance Reddick as Hatch in Quantum Break stole the show in that game. And it's funny how this fella, as Door, is stealing the show out of Alan's pocket too. So, in that way, he's a great follow-up to Lance Reddick. Like, I was trying to find a way to phrase that without putting any disrespect on Lance, because there isn't any. It's fantastic how clearly that's meant to be the same character, but they didn't want to disrespect the guy, and so it's a different extra-dimensional entity named after door frames and windows. And that's fantastic, of a way to integrate that story and, you know, not require you to have played it while still paying respect to the original guy. It's just really neat. Can Remedy even use Hatch? Doesn't Microsoft own Quantum Break? Correct. That's why we got Alex Casey instead of Max Payne. But Rockstar and Remedy are best buds, so of course they can use Max Payne. He's just gotta legally be called something different. So, we've got Mr. Door and Alex Casey, and it's brilliant how they made them into their own characters in the writing, instead of just being literally him with the name swapped. They said, we have to come up with a new guy, let's do it. Hey there, bud. Hang out for a sec. I think we're chill. Never mind. Things ain't as chill as they seemed. Whoa! Gotcha! Don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm a pro at this style of gameplay. Wow, that feels good. That's satisfying as hell. And he took no damage. I still know what I'm doing after all this time. Yes, that did in fact say AWE Grid Dead. The graffiti is all meaningful. Every single bit of it. This is a living Alan Wake event, all right. It's fun having folks in the chat who missed the first two parts, just catching up, noticing all of the crazy bullshit details that this game is putting in. That's the same reaction I had. I'm glad you're having it too. I'm glad you folks are here. I'm really glad you folks are here, archiving in the chat your reactions. Because that's the same one I had. You lost. Return. Foresight. And oh, sick headshot, bro. Yeah. Whoa! Hey, Al!
Like a dream. I must hold on to it. I remember an awful beacon in the darkness, the scene of a ritualistic murder site in the subway tunnels. Is it a previous draft of my writing? Must be. I've been trying to shape the dark place around me, but so much fades away.
Keep your memory. That's the writing.
By dark waves. But some things remain. The darkest, nastiest elements, like the murder site. It's my goal. A stepping stone to travel deeper to escape. Write a narrative that takes me there. Casey will lead me to it.
Yes, he will, unfortunately. One droplet of blood at a time. And oh hey, got ourselves a full med kit. And it looks like it'll fit perfectly inside our shoebox. Let's keep this damn thing. Hey, we might need it later if we run across a save station with critical health. This is a horror game after all. Well, thanks for the advice, Johnny Silverhand. I appreciate it. I really like that we are still getting mad ravings from Alan on TV, but you can interpret them now. They actually mean something. Now I get it. Why Alan, over here on the left of the screen, is doing what he's doing, rewriting the world such that Casey is perma-dead. It's because Alan on the TV says that's the solution to all this. You need help. Thanks, I know I do. Good luck. I'll need it.
The train blocked my way forward, but it was here for a reason. It had a role to play.
Sure did. And it's interesting. We have a bunch of circles waiting for us back there in the subway station. Why don't we take a second? Go searching for secrets. Nice drop, Alan. Atmospheric drop. Now that we've found our safe haven and can save at any time, let's head back through the tunnel. Go poking our nose where it doesn't belong, shall we? Let's see. On the left over here, around the corner. I love that these are named scenes. The fact these are named scenes really tickles me. Nothing over here. Ah, come on. Only physics objects to futz with. But over in the corner over here, something sounds important. Look at that over there. Maybe old Sean's got another scene for us. I'm funnily enough okay with just pretending he's Sean Ashmore. I gotta wonder what he's humming there. Hey, bud. Just seeing what secrets to keep. Aha! Cup of Oh Dear Diner coffee here in the apocalypse. Good for him. A little cramped back here. Seems pretty safe from the darkness, though, at the very least. Wonder what could be waiting for me in here. It looks like it's right there in that back corner. Maybe there's a word of power on the wall or the ceiling or something? Hey, Sean, buddy, you got a hint for me? Where'd you leave your graffiti? Who's leaving the graffiti for me? I ain't spotting it. Oh, it's wonderful that they give you a reason to look at the props and the environment, though. I wonder what's back there. Oh, look. There's a light shift in the hallway here. But we can get around this now, can't we? Can't we just get around this? We could take the light back out from this side and see if that changes anything over here. Hey, give me that. Can I use it now? Is it gonna put me back in that nasty sewage tunnel again? Unfortunately. All right, we'll need to find a light somewhere else then, or we could head back upstairs. There's a locked door over here. We can also check out the main subway tunnel for another source of light. Okay. Back through the mysterious subway tunnel car we go. I like this as optional traversal, things that you don't have to do, but reward you for what little backtracking there is in these areas. They're appropriately sized for how fast you move, how many enemies there are. So this is gonna be locked.
It was locked from the other side.
Gonna guess we can't just walk off into the darkness here. Find a threshold ourselves. Oh boy. Yeah, that seems bad. Well, that seems very bad. Let's not go that way. Well, I guess I'll find another way in there. Maybe I can blow up some barrels. Do barrels still explode in this universe? Those are red, the color of explosions. Already found the word of power in here. I'm not entirely sure. Start back at the beginning over here. Hoof it down this obviously cursed place. It could not be more cursed, honestly. It's wonderful how it is exactly what we saw earlier, though, implying that this is how Alan and Saga came into contact with each other. Remember earlier, it showed us flashes of Alan and Saga in the same room before they actually ran into each other in the first place, before he washed up on the shore. Yeah, this game really is playing FBC Lego with the FBC logo. You know it. Oh, it's all the way at the other end. Oh my. Let's hoof it. Why not? Keep it comprehensive. That's honestly wonderful. Oh, look, if we put our flashlight away, the yellow spotlights just plain don't appear. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There is a light, and there is darkness. There's guilt, and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a place. There's a long journey through the night. Back to the light. It's not a lake.
It's an ocean.
Well, that's fun. Thank you for placing that over here where this Easter egg surely awaits me. There it is. Take a look at it. Come on. You got this, Al. Find the right spot. Yeah! Gun it up, baby. Keep going with roulette. Stick to what we know. And that's all we got here. Let's head onward. Oh boy, those shadows on the wall. The Bigfoot-looking shadows on the wall are quite intimidating when they look just like the dark creatures. It's great design, how simple graffiti, repetitive graffiti in a subway tunnel, the most typical thing in the world, can look like video game enemies. Oh no. Here we go again. Hey, fellas. Let me just scooch by you here. Yep. I'll make my own way onward. I like it. I like that we're able to avoid some conflict. I would imagine that this is only temporary, though. And indeed, we never opened this up over here. Never found out really what was on the other side. Okay. There is more to explore over here. Let's check. Quite a bit more to explore, as a matter of fact. There's this locked door, but it looks like we need to find some other tunnel somewhere. Look over here. Interesting. Maybe we have to move on. Interesting. Okay. It looks like we have to move on to the next scene, and then, in a non-Euclidean way, it will loop back around to this one to be able to unlock that door, based on the way those arrows are converging on the map. Alright. Let's do it then. Head onward. Because up ahead, there is one of those arrows on the map that would lead, I assume, to the opposite arrow, if I know my game sense. It said it was over here on Shrine Street. Hard to say for a person with a speech impediment, but it's our next destination. Awesome, actually, that they just kind of let me get lost there because it found us a word of power. Now we know Foos. We can blast the darkness back with our flashlight. Excellent. Doink. Take a sip save and let's move on. Let's do it. Kinda cool how if you examine the map, you can see that the space itself doesn't make any damn sense. Watch this. I got a feeling that this tunnel is the same one that we just were in. I imagine we can go anywhere. Oh, that doesn't seem safe. Nope, it's not. Alan? Alan? Spend it early. I really like that you can engage in the combat here if you want to. If you feel like it seems like you could just let them spot you and fight whatever you want. I would love to see an all-combat run of Alan Wake 2 where you try to do everything. Okay, what's up? Aha! Nice light little puzzles. We'll find a flare gun eventually. Eventually.
I was sure the plot board had the pieces I needed.
I bet it will. I bet it'll clear the tunnel for you, bud. Let's check it. I was just looking around first. All right, Al. Let's rearrange that case again. You're gonna...
The story beat fit the story perfectly.
Yeah, that's the thing is, you're gonna need to reuse some plot elements here, and I hope your readers don't mind. This is gonna make a great story when he's done with it. Well, here we go. That is where we are, isn't it?
I had to be at the scene, to see and understand it, in order to change it.
Oh. Does this not count, Al? I guess not. Maybe we have to be standing in this particular spot. The green car over there. Okay, I'll head back. Interesting. This doesn't count as being at the scene that he wants to change. It's got a pretty specific range on it, implying to me that this is gonna change in a moment. Okay, good to know. We gotta be a little closer then. All right, Al. Crack your knuckles, buddy. Time to get typewriting. We have to be able to... Yeah, there we go. The highlighted scene is the one we can change. Very good to know. Very cool. All right. Well, I want to imagine that playing with fire won't get us burned at all. Perfect.
Plot changes shape the world around me.
Yeah, perfect. Maybe I should have picked the other one. Good news, they've got jerry cans.
The cult poured the gasoline over the train car.
That's
an iron cage that would soon become a coffin.
That's step one. Hopefully it's the creatures of the darkness that they are planning to trap in there. Sink Boulevard. Yeah. Yeah, that's appropriate for where we have landed. Very good. That's its final destination, all right. And okay. Okay, we got company. He's got a gun! Whoa! Whoa, hell! Did that dude just throw a grenade of darkness at me? Whoa! 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 Right in the dark orbs! Oh, good to know. Love the thrill of reloading. That's a sick reload you got there, Wake. You really ought to pick up a speed loader or something like that one of these days, one of these nightmares. Oh, man.
Go on, ma'am. Go on, ma'am.
Here we go.
This is where the history of the cult gets genuinely disturbing. The cultists track down the torchbearers living in the tunnels. They lock the poor folks up in a derailed subway car, douse it in gasoline. Yeah.
Charming.
It turns into a bit of a ghost story after that. They say the dark smoke from the fire still roams the tunnels searching for new victims to devour.
There are no happy endings in this city.
The story thread felt important. I could use it in one of the scenes I'd found.
Noir York. So this is a change. The story is telling itself. We didn't have to do that. That was just a natural consequence of what we did. Things are progressing a little bit. First, we were making all the changes to put Casey here, but now that Casey is here, instead of confronting us in an alleyway,
the plot element
we can change
would
things.
Drive the story forward.
It is. There you go. He said it's driving the story forward on its own now. All right then. Well. Yeah, he came looking for the cult, all right. And, it looks like we get to see the results of them setting all those jerry cans near that train. If I remember Alan Wake 1, they're perfectly safe.
A sick and twisted story. But it worked.
Boy, it is unfortunate what we wrote. I gotta wonder what would have happened if we'd continued dragging the missing FBI agent story. Do you think that we had a real choice there? I don't know. We could have. We could have dragged the other one. I love that the green barrels have been there since the beginning. The scorch marks. The burn marks on the walls now make a little bit of sense. Huh. How about that? In glorious fire, they practiced the art of immolation. I'm happy for them, because it means that they were unable to become taken. I don't know what they were doing.
It could not be opened on this side.
And I hope we don't have to find out. I hope we never find out. Well, you know, for the sake of our own sanity more than anything. Box on the other end of the room, and then we're headed out and to the right. Got it. Interesting. There are more rooms here. I have a feeling I might be about to skip a bit of this because we're headed to Shrine Street. And who knows, maybe it will loop back before we can leave. I'm going to have faith in Remedy the same way I have faith in any game developer. And, you know, just figure that it will resolve to something that lets us loop back before we permanently leave. Box said it was in the corner. Where are you hiding, Box? Where are you hiding from Alan Wake? What's up? You don't need to be afraid. I just want your collectibles. Follow me into the dark, collectibles. What, anywhere? I'd love a manuscript page or 2 or 10 or 100. Manuscript pages for foretelling the future? In Alan Wake? Unheard of. This is, odd. I guess we won't worry about it. Because those boxes just seem to hold supplies. Flashbangs, flares, and the like.
The subway car had become a burnt husk. I could get through it now.
Yes. Yes, it unfortunately has. We made a pretty rapid shift here. Congratulations, Cult. You accomplished your goals. Really well. Great. Time to witness our macabre actions. I'm gonna hope that the Cult was the type that drank the Kool-Aid to get through. Here. Don't make me regret this, Alan Wake 2. Those don't look like cult members. Those look like innocent civilians of New York that have been burnt alive.
None of this was real. It was all real.
It's all right, Walker.
Fuck me.
It's all right. Whoa. Made it out alive, Captain Walker. Who says I did? Wow. Ate Spec Ops' lunch this game just did. I set that up myself. Hey, it was the Colt who dumped the white phosphorus, though. Wow. Okay, then. I'll be a little bit more careful when I'm rearranging reality from here on. Do you remember something that happens in Control? A terrorist bombing on a train in Illinois. Remember we explored the train car and it was how we got that sweet shotgun upgrade that made it a railgun? I remember that part, but I also remember that a bunch of people screamed and died in a terrorist attack. Quite like that one. I have a feeling we might have just canonized that on accident. Wow. That was wild. Effective. Very effective. I mean, like, scared the pants off of me, that's for sure. What do you want from me? What's up, game? Good to know. Makes sense it's a word of action. Those have required us to take action to obtain them. Going for detection radius. I love that we're playing this almost like an adventure game, with stealth just as much as a shooting game. Oh, wow. I love that they wait on sequences like that they build the tension. In American Nightmare, one of the coolest things that you do is in the first 2 minutes of the game, you walk up a hill, and Alan says, I need to rewrite the world. The way to do it was to align it with the words on the manuscript page. And then you do that, and a satellite falls out of the sky and destroys an oil well. And then nothing that cool ever happens again because they didn't have the budget. It was a DLC. Now they have the budget. They've got the budget now. They've really got the budget. And there we go. I just had to have faith. I had to have faith and wait, and Remedy rewarded us. I love this. Ah! Oh no! Which one? Which one of them? Oh shit! Oh shit! Whoa! We got many! Whoa, we got multiple personalities that are causing me disorder! Yikes! Alan, you know what it's time for, buddy!
Make him choke.
Hit the lights! Yeah! Eat it! Like the good old days. I love it. Yeah! Hey, you get out of my story first! Who do you think you are, the protagonist? Hell yeah. That's satisfying. Again, I love the way they wait on it. They build the tension first and make you fight several enemies at once. It feels good. The combat is so reactive, in a good way. And there we go. Hey, maximized out wellness retreat. Are we gonna hear the epic pop up again? No, we gotta max all three, I bet. Max out our pain threshold. Wow, man. I love how I'm actually using the supplies we're finding here. That it's balanced out really well, such that I need a healing item just about when we find one. Like, clearly they wanted to make sure that every player would be able to finish this game, no matter how much they struggle, and wow! Way to go! A single painkiller heals us almost to full now. Better than Max Payne ever was at chugging painkillers at Alan Wake. He has to suppress the nightmare somehow. Well, there we have it. Now we can head downstairs. Really well done. Well done sequence. Got some ammo for you, 621. I gotta wonder if it's adaptive item drops. I would imagine it probably is, yes. That it's based on either our supplies or some kind of invisible stress meter. Oh. Oh, lovely. That's really lovely art. I would absolutely hate to ruin it.
I had to find a way through.
Alan!
The lights would help me.
Alan, come on, man. Hunted. Yeah, makes perfect sense. Only one letter away from haunted, incidentally. Alan, you really shouldn't be so excited by this prospect. Where the hell are you now? Oh, no. We're in the sewers on the other side. I'm gonna guess it's not gonna be that easy. Here, we can continue to stow our first aid kits. I like that they stack. Good to know. Anything that we have that doesn't stack, we can put in the shoebox, because I guess our shoebox is now Alan's bag of holding. Look at all these healing items in here. It's wonderful that they made it sure that players would be able to make it through this the way we've been doing it, with batteries and minimal combat, or with health and painkillers and fighting everything. That's great. That's really cool. All right. Back to it we go, unfortunately. All right, sure. I'll take an extra for the road. Why not? Yeah, I would expect a shopping cart down here, honestly. I see yellow paint. There's yellow paint around here somewhere. Oh, this looks bad. Wait, this looks real unhelpful. This is some dank water. And not the good kind. Yeah? I figured it was gonna get a little Resident Evil. Glad the shopping cart is still here, though, for all my items. Oh, fantastic. Don't gotta walk through the safe room to leave. I betcha we can... can't seal ourselves in here. But we can steal this one, too. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Make it even darker in here, why don't you? All right. Good way to introduce using it to get through gates. I like it. I don't like it. Wait, I don't like it. The story is now telling itself. Oh, shit. Alan does not like men with axes in the woods. Oh boy. What are you doing with that axe, John? Oh no, Bambi! Bambi, no! Oh, the way the music is building here. I love the way it's like partially in reverse. Oh dear! But how do light go in to protect deer, not kill deer. I want not to kill deer. Oh, dear. Maybe we gotta head back. Maybe we have to write the story. As in correct the story. Not write it as in pen it. Maybe we gotta take this. Oh, there we go. We can finally take stuff from the opposite sides of gates. We might need to do that at some point. Can we sap multiple lights here? What's gonna happen? Yeah, we're firmly in the dark now. Wait. That's changed again. No! Ah! Oh, that's even worse! Oh my god! He didn't even leave the... Oh, god. Butchered the poor thing. That's worse than Bambi. Why'd I do that? The story was so positive at the beginning, and every change Alan has made things darker. Almost thematically so. Yeah, in a funny way, thematically so. Well, let's take it back then. See what else we can do here. That light's flickering. Could we... see if we can put it over here? No, it's on the wrong side. I'm not sure what this wants from me. We're trapped in a horrible nightmare dimension. It's probably obtuse and not meant to make too much sense. Oh, this struggle is fun instead of frustrating? Because, again, these are mini puzzles. Tiny little obstacles to break up the intensity of the combat. This is such a good game flow that there's very little place for me to actually get stuck. Alright, we made the story even worse. What have we done? Oh no, we left the head behind and only took the antlers. Awful. And it also still didn't make us a way out of here. Now what? There are only a couple of light shafts in here. Whoa, there we go. I see. Got it. We just had to witness that and leave the light there to preserve the story as it was. Now I get how this works. We need to leave the story and activate a different light. Ha! Appropriate graffiti, but I absolve myself of all blame for that nonsense. That was Dark Place shenanigans. Wow. Oh dear. I can see why the Cult of the Word is doing their thing. Welcome to Shrine Street. Very appropriate. And God, I love that Alan sprinting is so more natural than Saga sprinting. Whoa, they're putting us in places where I would want to sprint. Away, very fast. And look, we've got a way to get back to that derailed train scene. Over on the right side. Ah! Careful, Al. Holy hell, I see why you don't want to walk off into the dark now. Hello there. We got arrows while we're here. Oh, but there's another one. Get it from afar. Nice. Word of lamp. Yup. Max health boost. There we go. Word of lamp completed. Very nice. Good to grab that while we're in the area. I love it that we've only had to do a modicum of backtracking for just a minute at a time, because the game so naturally leads you towards exploring and finding collectibles. The correct path is not at all what you'd expect it to be. Walking inside of a subway car in the middle of a piece of crashed subway that broke through the ceiling. It's not what you'd expect to see, and so when it's the solution, you feel surprised. disarming these fellas. I got batteries to spare. There we go. I love it. I love the perspective puzzles there, and oh no. We still got company. Thank you for the word of gun. It's the good word. This is what focus gets you. Chance to not consume ammo. Preserve that stuff for all the shots I'll miss in my terror and panic. You lost her? Nonsense! Alice Wake is safe thanks to him. Do not believe the writing. Alice is fine as far as I know. What's up, bud? Come at me, bro. Come at me. Let's see what you got. Go ahead. What, do I scare you? Neat. So, where's that path back? Let's go find it. We have to get beyond this barricade somehow. Yikes. Not through the train car, but we can take the light from the train car. Maybe that'll help. There we go. Might be able to use that elsewhere. Oh boy. I hear trouble. Whoa, I see trouble! Almost snuck up on me there, fella. Nice. Oh, if they don't set off, we can still disarm them. Good to know. Hey there, fella. Pardon me. Nothing over here. Got a couple of lights in our pocket now, at least one more. Let's go see if we can use them somewhere. Yikes. Huh. Yeah, walk off into the dark, Wake. Maybe I can use it over here. Nothing doing, damn. I'd love to get back over there. That's the other side of the locked door we encountered earlier. But that staircase is still blocked. How? I can't get inside that train car, but I was able to yoink the light from it. Let's look. Damn. I think we might have missed our opportunity then to visit these two, but that's okay, because we don't need to find everything. If not, I'll be thoroughly surprised and impressed. Hey there, pal. Oh, yes.
Hall had a story to tell.
Here we are. We can head to the plot board to make our way out of here. Get back onto the snowy streets of Noir York. Atmospheric peace. Atmospheric peace this level has been. The way that the combat has been in stops and starts. Oh, look at this old information booth. Very Max Payne. This whole segment has been, though, has it not? All right, then. What are we thinking?
Got a new location for the story.
Hey, we have a few options here. Torchbearer's secrets were not safe from the cult. Uh-oh. This is where the cult waited for the time to strike. Makes sense, given the clock at the top. I'm gonna jump around a little bit and see what happens. Let's pick the missing FBI agent plot thread after all of this. Sticking with the murder cult thread and see what happens. Let's bring Casey back into it at the very end.
The scene had changed.
Alan Wake.
Yeah, it has. Don't think so, pals. Whoa. Alright, looks like the murder cult's already been here anyway. Unfortunately, in this version of the story, it may have been where they took Casey. Boy, Casey may not have made it out of this continuity. Wonder what that Y shape could even mean, right in the middle of the two triangles. What could it refer to? I guess we'll find out. Somehow. I don't know how, but we'll look around. I don't know what they were doing here, given that we just jumped into the middle of the plot thread. Oh boy. You stay back, fella. We're on our way out of this station somehow. Maybe the killers were enacting some kind of ritual and, we performed Ritualus Interruptus by changing the story on them. Don't write. Yeah, fair enough, game. What have we here? Of course. In this continuity, it must have been Nightingale, seeking a way out of the dark place. Right. Okay. Is that something we can do something with at the plot board? Change it again? Swap it another time, Al. Wake is not a monster. I'd say the monsters are present in the room, though. Oh, yes. We can continue to mutate this one. Of course! Combine the plot threads into one. Brilliant. Like the end of the story. Oh, hell. Oh, this is a brilliant way to make it like a writer's process, essentially. Combining the plot threads all into one at the end of the story to make something whole. Okay.
The hole had changed into the murder cult's hideout.
There we go.
This is the ritual to lead you on.
Wow.
Fed had witnessed something here that made him run scared. Whether the summoning ritual had been a bona fide supernatural event or the mass psychosis of stark raving lunatics, it didn't change the facts. The cult was messing with things no one should mess with.
The ritual was a vital part of the story, the key to reaching the murder site.
And what do you know? It's all gone. We've got to enact it ourselves, unfortunately. I wonder how. Who's gonna stand in the center? We need someone to put in manacles here. Oh, wow. I love that in one continuity they presented us with Nightingale himself, and in another they present us with Casey. But together, the two stories are really interchangeable because they come together into this one plot thread that equals both of them. I have no idea how to interpret that. It's fascinating for the first playthrough. I got a lot to think about here. Are these manuscript pages? Well, we found them.
The cultists were close now, a dark presence rising from the depths.
They're editing my writing. Hey! The writer, not of the last, the shadow cast. Third eye, project the night. This is your time. When you're gone. Writer, the first word. Not the last. And the shadow. Eye, open. This is your time. Ritual. Friends will meet. Not the writer. The light. Shadow. To write. To lead. Will meet. It seems to me like they're making Mad Libs out of his story to essentially arrange the ability to leave the dark place differently than the way Alan did. There is a way out of the dark place, and it is reappropriating others' writing. It worked for Alan. We used Balin slays the demon by Old Gods of Asgard to destroy Mr. Scratch. Why wouldn't it work for other people? I like that was
story.
Hundreds of pages. That was page like 175 or something of whatever story that was. All right, Al. There we go. All of the plot threads combined. Very nice. Oh, I love it. I love the corkboard style notes. Saga had her own when we hovered over the individual elements, but Alan pins them up like a writer's ideas. I do that for Let's Play ideas. All right, then.
The plot changed the details of the world.
Your friends will meet him.
There we go. Let's hope none of our friends were a part of it. Oh, look on the floor. It's almost like an Ankh shape, in a way. I wonder if that's meant to be an Ankh or something else. Wow. It looks like they were performing some kind of Full Metal Alchemist ritual to bring back their parents. We gotta watch out for walking suits of armor. It turns out we're playing RE4 again. Okay, so... well, the ritual went better the second time, it turns out, now that we taught them how to do it with our writing. Great. I'm happy for them. They used the manuscripts, bound them into a book. Summoning ritual complete? Are they happy now? They've all been reborn. I mean, I'd be pleased. I'd be downright giddy to be reborn. No, they don't seem too happy about it after all. Don't think so, fella. Watch for the darker shadows. The darker shadows are more aware. Lights turned all cultist red in here. Alright, this ain't gonna be easy on the way out.
He's a monster.
Your story's a monster, bud! Or at least it's the tale of one. Whoa! Shot him through the paper! Wow! Whoa! We got a ceiling collapse in here, bud! Place is closed for renovations! Okay, he's not alone! Oh! Getting thrown Mr. X styly. Oh! There's a lot of throwing Alan Wake back in this game. Don't think so, bud. Get parried. Nice. Oh, I love the way that the ceiling almost feels like it's collapsing from the force of the explosion. The darkness looks almost like the inky blackness of the hiss from Control. That's wonderful. Here we go. Things done changed, folks. Think we're headed the right way. I mean, maybe. I got no clue. Huh. That doesn't look like a way out. And it doesn't look like this path is open now. I just had to have faith. How about that? Oh boy. No chance this time, fellas. Oh, they ain't waiting for me. Here they come. I got no batteries. I got no batteries. Nothing. Gotta be careful. Oh man, here we go. It's taken my supplies from me now. Time to wake up, according to the coffee advertisement. We had flashbangs there we could have used, but I thought I could make it out with my flashlight. No chance. I gotta keep in mind when I don't have very many batteries. It really is impressive how much these games connect. Every 10 minutes on these streams, all 3 of them so far, I've been marveling at the little connections we've found in dialogue and characters and set dressing. That book with Dr. Darling on it, I'm glad that man is living his best life. I'm glad. Good for you, Dr. Darling. Here we go. What's wonderful is that the way that these stories connect doesn't feel cliched. Oh, thank goodness. Man! That was the battery sound from the first game. That boing! Oh, I've been excited to hear that for ages. I haven't been this desperate for batteries since 2010. It's a good feeling to have again. It's a real good feeling to have again. That's correct. We really do need more music videos from Darling. Alright, here we are. Alan Wake. The shadowiest of them all. Alan was never there, always locked in his writing room, making art. Who would ever lock themselves in their room and make art instead of socializing? What a loser. Nice little box for it here in the New York subway. Unfortunate bit of realism. There's been a sad bit of that. We've seen the decline of Bright Falls as we've explored it, and it's interesting how Noir York is sadly and realistically grim. Oh yeah, here we go. Regular tent city down here. Roscoe Street, eh? Now, let's take a look at the map because we may have just teleported. Yes, indeed. We actually can get all of the fancy pants question marks Witcher style. Are you pleased? Are you getting the same serotonin injection I am? I hope you are, because yeah, it looks like we can head back to the upper platform and it all loops back. Impressive, Remedy. Really impressive. Oh, really impressive. Hey there. Come on. You can get it. You got it. You got it now. I can barely hear it. I fully expect Jesse to show up eventually. Hey, my friend. We've heard of a red-headed woman already from Sean Ashmore of Quantum Break. The Remedy shared universe is exploding. Look here. Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls' abandoned power plant. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces. That's a manuscript from the first game, about the Lamp Lady. Oh, Lamp Lady. Oh yeah, dingy-ass bathroom? Regular Silent Hill game in here. This is the evilest graffiti. Very nice. Oh, this is from Pat Maine. This is from Pat Maine. I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather is getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into a nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little easier to get through. Caller, you are on KBFM. And that is when he gets the call from the fellow who went fishing. I adore it. I adore that it is a game made out of fan service. 10 years worth of build-up to this level of effort. Look at it. Every texture on the wall holds meaning. And if you haven't played Alan Wake, it'll still scare the hell out of you how it's relevant to the story. Awesome stuff, man. Simply awesome. And here we are. We made it back. Ugh. No thanks. That's amazing. It's just wonderful, man. It's not a lake. It's an ocean. Which way? Which way we going? Maybe I can get it from back here. Nice! Got them all! Words of fix! Go for the God Rays. I got a feeling that these words of power are going to last for the whole game, and that's why there are only 2 levels. We'll save it for last. Wonderful. Wonderful interconnectivity. The first time experience of playing this game has been awesome. Getting lost in it. It's been fun to get lost. Look at this. Oh! Oh, look at the map! Oh, it's like in a dream! The text is all wrong! How to read this map? Oh, look at the text on the map! It's awful! Oh, that's... Look at the Bronx! Oh, God! The Bronx is multiplying! Oh, no! Ah! Alright, that's really great. I really love that map. It's like in a dream how it's hard to read. Oh, that's wonderful. I love it so much. The Ocean View Motel and Casino. New York's crossroads. I spent more time there than I did with my own family. Let's get the hell out of here, why don't we? Find out what's at the end of this tunnel first. Horrible darkness? Indeed. Courtesy of Maximilian Payne, it seems. Let's go, Sam Lake. Play us out.
Turns out the cultists weren't the only ones using the tunnels. Hidden graffiti signs marked secret routes. I kept hearing whispers around burn barrels of an underground society of mystic outsiders with hidden knowledge. Typical New York.
Do you get what we're doing here? I get what we're doing. It seems like Alan is writing the story such that the real world Alex Casey ends up involved in the story of this game. Since fictional dream world Alex Casey is now dead, we can essentially use his ghost. Speaking of which... Whoa!
Take the words.
We can now use his ghost to influence the real Casey.
Shit!
Oh, Alan. Oh, Alan knows he's in trouble. Oh boy. Alan, buddy, it's time. Rip it, bud. Okay. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it that we can stop the combat from starting with a flare. Very cool. Love that Alan knows when he's screwed, too. Oh! He was fooling me! Yikes! Whoa, man! Oh, this game rules. Okay. I get it. Now I get it. The ones that are walking at me are the ones that are aware. The ones that are dangerous. Yeah! Whoa, and they break shit in the environment, too! Like the good old days. Well, it's nice we had to fight our way out of there. Thanks, Max. Classic revolver shooting in a subway action. How about we skedaddle, huh? We're at the end of the line here. How do we leave this place? This is the way we went, but it loops back. This is wonderful. Okay. Maybe through here. We've already been, haven't we? Yeah. That gets us back to the main tunnel. That may be the way out. Oh, yikes. We got company on the way, though. Let's go looking. Ah, but this is the way we came through. Man. Maybe that was correct. There's another exit over here, it says. Go looking. Where's the other exit? Oh! Oh, here we go. Is this it? Nope. Clearly. No admittance sign should have given it away. What you talking about, Alan Wake? I'm not finding anything other than more batteries that I sorely need. Thank you. Oh, very much thank you. We found the story beat, but I'm not so sure where to go from here. Maybe we can alter the story from here? Nothing. Maybe if we go back to the end of the line scene, do you think we could do that? Maybe we could go back to the end of the line scene and rearrange it. In some way, with our new plot elements. Matter of fact, the graffiti itself is reminding us to go back. Let's see if we can change things with our new knowledge. Back here at the beginning, what else is there to change, I wonder? What could we drop on this thing? This the place? Nothing. I like that they light up when you're able to, though. It's wonderful. This really is a completely different game than the first, in a good way. Alan hasn't said anything about this in a while. Let's go looking. We're back here in the collapsed tunnel. Maybe we can put one of these in the way. Here we go. Out of the depths, the dark presence comes. The way now open.
My writing was affecting reality.
There we are. Awesome stuff. Wow. Open now. I'm glad they have access to the subway cars around here, I suppose. That's cool. That came so naturally to me as a way to use Alan's mechanics. Speaking of Alan's mechanics. Fuck. Hey! Fuck! Fuck! Fuck is right! Keep running, Al! No, sprint like you mean it, dick! Oh, he's running like it's the first game! Oh, are you kidding me? Al! Oh, are you serious? A QTE and Alan Wake? Whoa! The skull! It's coming for me! That's right, this is a horror story! I almost forgot! Whoa! Okay, bad news!
I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone.
Bad news! Mr. Presence chased us the hell out of there! Holy shit! Alright, so...
The tunnel was open now.
Yeah.
I could get through.
I'm happy for you, Alan. Let's be careful before we head back down the tunnel this time. That thing wrecked shit! It turns out that the Dark Presence can control more than buckets and barrels and dump trucks this time around. It just destroyed that entire tunnel because it hated me so much. Again? Ah! Okay! Time to Crash Bandicoot this shit! Ritual complete! I said be careful, Wake! Wake! Ah! Whoa! Go, Lara Croft, go! Whoa!
The dark presence. I had seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
What a nightmare, man. Evil Within vibe is for sure. I love the way this game is transforming Alan Wake into other genres of horror game, and how we're following these lanterns like the good old days, I've noticed. Lady of the Light, she's gotta be around here somewhere. Holy shit, my heart. Every time, my heart. You're gonna give me palpitations. Look at that moss. Gorgeous. Eat your heart out, Kojima. Eat your moss out. Delicious looking, actually. Alan, are you hungry? That looks pretty scrumptious. Oh yeah. Just bend down and take a bite of... Uh-oh, wait, I shouldn't be joking around. This actually is the evil within. Are we... under New York? This looks familiar to me. Does this not look foundational to you? It's like we're in a circular foundation. Alan? That's the shore! Oh, he's on his way out. We may have completed the ritual, but it's okay. We're free too. I get it! It's Nightingale!
Found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key.
I get it. These are trees. In the real world. Of course. All of this represented the roads leading into Bright Falls. This represents the forest that Nightingale's body is in. All of it has been representational of essentially the beginning of the game. I don't know if this is how Alan's gonna get out of here, but it's good to see you again, Nightingale. Alan, pay your respects, buddy. He went hog out. Yeah, go ahead and pick the heart up after that triangular piece of debris. Yoink? Don't think he needs it. Hey!
Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home.
Oh.
An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
Right place, right time!
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. Help me get you.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
At Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home.
Yes, you are, my
The
friend.
woman in the vision helped me somehow. Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I'd lived with Alice. It was out there.
Oh.
Waiting for me.
Wow. For Alan and Saga, it was seconds. But for Alan himself, it was minutes. Another chapter. They had that conversation in the forest a couple of minutes before we found him washed up on the shore. Almost immediately. Oh! This is the same song as the last chapter! The second verse of it! Oh! I love this game. I love this game.
I'm right in front of you.
This is the same song.
On this winding
It reminds me of Everything at the End of Time. That music project about dementia.
pane of glass.
Whatever it's called.
Somehow this window becomes a trap.
Wow.
On this winding road.
I love this game.
Will it ever let me go? Forever I am fading to black.
wonderful. I have no idea what could come next. I have no clue. Fits the themes. They all fit the themes. Will we get to hear it this time? I wonder how many players noticed that it was the same song about looping in a circle. Get it? Brilliant. Very brilliant, Remedy. Well done. Previously on Alan Wake. Nightingale's Hog. Achievement unlocked. I guess he's not done yet. How about that? I assumed it was over. I saw the shores of the lake. I saw their meeting. But for Alan, it turns out his sense of time and space is all kinds of ruptured. Kind of like Nightingale's chest over here. Unfortunately. Poor guy. He never stood a chance against the dark creatures. Alan, you feel like paying your respects, or you're gonna wait till you see the man himself at the morgue? After we shot him, he disappeared. But we don't know where to. What have we here?
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
No. Other people have learned. The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last. With the terror of the light and the shadows cast, the third eye now open to project the night. This is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. What could it mean? Writer of the first word? The third eye now open? I assume that project the night means something like projecting the dark place outward into the real world, like the cult has been doing. What if the cult of the tree came from within the dark place? They escaped, and now they're trying to keep other people from escaping. I wonder. Well, here we go. Shining a light on the cave, casting shadows on the wall. Man discovers fire. Man discovers gunpowder. I don't have a map of this area. Wonder what Casey's up to right about now. Probably enjoying a nice pot of coffee in his own mind palace, I would assume.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it hanging in the air.
Whoa!
A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something that's soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you, taking you for a ride, making you crazier.
The face! The face! I saw the face! Oh, wow. Well, I mean, that's more than just fan service. Again, it means something to Alan himself, his desperation, his loneliness to make a bigger hit every time. It fits all of Remedy's stories at once. It's brilliant. A confluence of skill and shared universes. It's wonderful, and oh, it's this hallway again! Look! This is like the third time we've come down this hallway. This game rules, man. Uh-oh. Oh, you lived outside a subway station? Alan, your life sucked before you became a writer. Oh, 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 oh! It's not like your stories are any good. Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for. Just look at me. Look at your work. That's a quote from one of the enemies, but I don't know who. I don't remember which one. Is it Barry? Is that what Barry says to you at the end of the DLC? Who is that? Asking us to look on our works, ye mighty, and despair. Who could that have been? Oh man, this place looks a lot more normal actually, now that the darkness isn't inhabiting it. I mean, there's still a little of the traditional New York paper debris, but the light is back. We can explore freely and leave. You're right, Digamma. That might be the hitchhiker.
It's closer now.
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. And it ends with a dream too, Wake. You are now leaving the Looper Express. Oh. Wow. I love it. How absolutely everything is an extra layer of connectivity. It's brilliant. Following a typical nightmare pattern. What's up, Al? Al? Come in, buddy. You read me? Oh! Look at this! The Dark Place. A photography and videography exhibition by Alice Wake. Oh, she knew what it was like to be there. I bet she got some artistic representations of the place before she left. Never forget, Alice Wake was able to escape the Dark Place. Nah, I liked it better the other way. I'll take the light with me. Thank you very much. Leave that one here. Light the way for any, I don't know, third-person shooter protagonists who happen to wander through in slow motion. Wow, what a set piece.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York.
I remember it.
Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
It's wonderful to give me one last chance to explore this area before moving on. I didn't know we were going to return to this hub, and so we explored it earlier. But we didn't need to. Is that thing ringing again? Oh no. Oh no, another phone call for you, Wake.
The closet was ringing again.
Oh, nuts. Is it gonna be Casey? I hope we've made our peace with the guy. He was a little upset last time we heard from him. Pick it up before it goes to the answering machine. You've got public New York Street number 5.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did.
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the Dark Place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The Dark Presence is stealing from you.
Yeah, be careful. You just said something objective.
Wait, hello?
Whoa. It is getting literal. The moment he said something objective, things went wrong. He said, Alice is free from the Dark Place. That's why I'm here. Immediately, the Dark Presence is like, oh, hey, idiot who can rewrite reality. You just said you're trapped here because of us. Thanks. Now we have an excuse to cut you off from your contact. Well, fantastic. Wonder who the hell that was. They seem to have just claimed we've met before, but I don't recognize their voice. What have we here? What the hell? Oh my. Ilkka Villi got a statue of himself.
Time loses meaning here. How long have I been trying to escape? Long enough for Alice to think I'm dead.
Whoa. That's grim that his death is marked as 2010. 1977 is when Alan Wake was born. Author and a husband, and hey, he was famous enough to get his own Mark Twain-looking statue in front of his apartment building. To be fair, the guy was the #1 best-selling fiction author. For all the shit that Skippy Granola and I gave him back in the day, Alan Wake was no slouch. His Alex Casey books were important enough that he got an interview on television about them. Kind of guy who would get a copper statue outside his apartment, you know, in New York, just to commemorate him after his unfortunate demise when his lakeside cabin retreat sunk into a lake. Getting all Acer Corp on us. Whoa. Very Art Deco. What's up? Max? We almost got it. Maybe we're on the wrong side. We just had to face the right angle. Over here. There we go.
Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see.
Whoa.
A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
I hope not. My thoughts exactly, Bromeo. Uh-oh. Let's hope she didn't get sucked back into it by the metafiction. Ah! This place is looking very Ashtray Maze. Oh, it's looking so Ashtray Maze. Wow. Lavish. Compared to where we just were. Alright, so I guess that implies that after the FBC visit we heard about in Control, Alice wasn't, I guess, free from the dark place after all. Expressing it through her art like we heard. Oh, this elevator looks scarily familiar. Going up. Please stay on. Oh, that's right. Sometimes I forget my wife is a photographer.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Ha! 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 Wanna capture her husband's return. His surprise party, let's say. Well, I'm sure that's gonna develop into a wonderful photo. Can we go look at it, or is it film only? Sadly, it looks like we got some, Stefano Valentini art going on here. Very evil within, Alice. I bet she's actually done that to him. That's what living with a photographer is like.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice!
Alice? Piss! Why does my house only have one room? This is a New York apartment, after all. Oh, and I recognize that desk toy, but I don't recognize my wife! Where's my wife? Where's my wife? Oh, good gracious.
Alice.
There she is. Look, down in the corner. Zoom in, damn you. Look, if you want to know how Alice is doing these days, there she is.
This is a photo of Scratch.
Damn straight
How
it
did Alice
is.
get this?
He looks
stalking her.
Psychotic. I hope he's not still out there. Maybe go with the bottom right one. Oh, the way the photos are encroaching upon her on the bed. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I mean, fellow looked just like Alan. He could infiltrate Alan's home, I would imagine. But there was always something wrong about Scratch. Maybe she would have noticed something was up. This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. And you may ask yourself, how did I get here? Oh, Alan, plenty of days go by. And that's symbols from Control! Ah! Ah!
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
That's one threshold question solved. Hey, look, Ocean View Motel and Casino entrance. How about that? Manifested itself in his own home. Wow. What the hell? What's going on out there? Oh boy, Alan, that's a lot of manuscripts, my friend. Couple of spare typewriters, too. What a nerd. Look at this. Suitcases propping up the plants. I'm gonna imagine that he left home to go on business trips for inspiration pretty often. Wow. Lovely place he's got. Is that an accordion? Alright. Which one of them smoked the hookah and played accordion? Alan or Alice? It was definitely Alan, right? Oh yeah. Lots of book tours for sure. Blocks. Oh. At one point, maybe they were planning a family. But they never got around to it because, well, the darkness took everything away from them. Wait, no. No, I can think of worse things. I'm thinking of the past, not the future. Alan's been gone 13 years. Alice has probably moved on from her husband who died 13 years ago. Alan, you may want to be careful how deep you plumb into Alice's life here. Video art doc? Focal point of the dark place. At least she was still into that stuff. Fan of vintage media, just like her husband. They were a good pair. They were a solid pair. I'm sad that we didn't get more scenes with Alice and Alan together in the original game, because it looks like they made a pretty good couple before they started arguing all the damn time about Alan getting superstar happy. I bet he regrets it now. He probably has for 3 games in a row. Charmingly retro. 64 gigabytes. That's about the size of this game.
Alice's memory card.
Thanks, Alice. That's photography for you. Got a med kit in the kitchen. Good for you. Huh. This place is a lot more homey. I guess we plug it in here. See what she's been up to in between games. I am really hoping that she hasn't been kidnapped by Mr. Scratch. Because they got a nice place here. She has a nice place. With or without Alan. She deserves her happiness after that bullshit. Real Alice!
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots. Created covers for his books.
I see.
I'm sure he forced his publisher her into it.
We heard that he did.
I
in the
was
past
taking
games.
photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong.
Is this a confession video?
And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault.
Yeah.
Hell, I do, too, sometimes.
I imagine she caught shit for it.
About 6 years ago,
Yeah.
I started hearing noises in the night.
Oh, great.
Typewriter keys clacking.
Oh, great!
Voices.
Oh, great!
Alan was back. Haunting me.
Huh.
Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
As you should.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
Because it's just what he loves to do, Alan. Sad to find out that that's what she was up to during American Nightmare. There you go. We unfortunately got our confirmation. Bravo. Bravo to Alan Wake on that one. I've been wondering for a decade what the real Alice was up to, and Control let us know that what she said there was correct. She was being hounded, never left alone. The FBC was surveilling her, taking her in for questioning. I imagine that in the public eye, the FBC's story was that Alan drowned accidentally, but the public image of Alice Wake probably didn't recover after that. It's fascinating how that takes story beats from Alan Wake 1 that you wouldn't consider to be a bad thing, a sad thing for her. Taking photos of her husband for promo shots makes complete sense. Until you consider that he's essentially taking her ability to do business, to promote her. Free promotion using his wife's skills. And then it paints a very different light. It's fascinating how you can read Alan's callousness as totally unintentional, but the type that would hurt other people. Sadly, she, I think, is right. That Mr. Scratch was always there. Like an itch to be scratched. And, well, the dark place separated the two of them, such that Alan's mean side, his drunken sunglasses wearing superstar interview side, could come out and start serial killing. And it looks like poor Alice got to experience some of that. Man. That was an effective scene. Wow. I'm sure Scratch loved the attention, unfortunately. Damn. You! You! I burned you to cinders! Get out of my life! Chill, buddy.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story.
Time to meditate.
To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
Oh no, the spiral. This was where he had to start writing this. Huh. Who stopped him from writing Return? The most solemn achievement sound. What? The dark place got him. Oh no. Ah! Oh no, not again! Ah! Some say it loops forever. Oh. Wow. That was incredible. Showing us Alice's perspective during the events of American Nightmare as a way to connect all of the games, all three of them together. Thanks, Alice. I'm sorry you suffered some more, but it was good to see you. Amazing. The way everything is interconnected now. This song playing again and again is wonderful. This is wonderful. What do you think? What do you make of it? The way it's progressed from a book written by Wake, Alex Casey come to life, to being Alan Wake rewriting his life, to discovering, nope, bad news, Alan, it was another dead end. What a way to show us a day in the life of Alan Wake. I mean, I loved it. I love it. Maybe this time. Huh? We'll get out of there. We will get out of here sometime. I gotta wonder if it's just gonna jump straight back to Saga after this. I mean, the dark presence got him, and it got him hard. It infested his hair with inky ramen noodle blackness. Terrifying. I think it's great we're seeing how the darkness is torturing Alan. I agree. We got to see him meet Mr. Door, who I assume is this game's antagonist in some form. He met, let's see, we ran into Sean Ashmore, who it turns out Mr. Door is tormenting too. Here's my speculation on what's really happening, okay? I have a feeling this is revenge on Alan Wake by somebody. I don't know if it's Casey. I don't know if it's Alice. I don't know if it's this Mr. Door. But my theory is that all of this started in the dark place in Alan's head. This cult of the word escaped his story and became the cult of the tree that Saga and, well, the real Alex Casey are fighting. I think that something or someone hates Alan goddamn Wake so much that the world itself is beginning to change to make it so he can't come back. Whenever Saga or whenever you know, I guess Sam Lake hasn't got too close yet, but whenever someone got close, the dark presence just spawned something to get in our way. And now that the two have crossed paths, I can't help but wonder where it's going. This was wonderful. My friends, we're going to play more tonight. Let's keep going to the next coffee thermos, and then we'll take our next drink break, stand up and stretch. Let's keep going tonight, my friends. Plunge deeper into the dark. It was great to set up all those dominoes. Let's see them get knocked down in return, hopefully. Yeah, I remember this all right. Threshold, threshold, threshold. Real Alex Casey has been canonized by Alan. And here we go. The saga continues. Hey, Anderson. Rocking out?
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place. Yeah. It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image. As he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days.
Deerfest!
You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything, like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
She's got the same bandages Alan had in the first game.
Once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free.
Thank you.
Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
I trust you, buddy. And you know what? Team Anderson trusts you too.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours.
Let's go!
What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the Dark Place.
I was right, that was her! That was them!
You helped me reach out and escape somehow.
That was... Oh, he means the flashes from earlier.
With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you.
I see now. Okay.
We are all in danger.
Let's wake this shit up, squad. The world's been sleeping for a decade. And wow, we're in the room with Alan Wake.
And there's so much of it.
Wow. My friends, I think I'm actually gonna stop for the night if that's okay. And we'll open with this recap next time because that almost seemed like a natural stopping point to me. Did it to you? That was perfect. Thank you, Alan. It's been about 4 hours, and I told you folks I'd do shorter streams. Easier for you folks to catch up on, and this is a great place to continue that trend. Look at her, she's got a new coat with a hood on! Oh my god, the next day of the investigation, she got one with a hood. Way to go, Saga. Oh, dressed like that deer cult, Saga. It's Washington. And he's wearing the flannel I've been waiting to wear on an Alan Wake stream for years. Good to see you, buddy. My friends, I think this is a great natural stopping point. That was wonderful. The way that they are slowly ramping up the amount of combat per chapter, but it is as intense as it was the first time. It's wonderful. The way that the pacing, the tone, is self-established. But it's intense no matter what, because the pacing of the encounters is just well spaced out. I don't know how to describe it. You could rush through this game without doing any of the question mark finding we've been doing, the investigating, and just play the combat and have the same intense experience. Or you could engage in the detective mystery, the new side of Alan Wake, and have, I feel, more fun, more complete of an experience, but the same intensity during the gunfights. It doesn't lose anything by having that pacing. It's awesome, man. Wow. I know! Remedy just flexing the hell out of their environmental design skills. I couldn't believe that New York chapter was so squirrely. That was nuts! That was just wild. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. We're going to continue this tomorrow night. I'm going to play this game every night, if I can, from about 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please, show back up if you'd like to see your pal CJ's first-hand experience with this incredible game. Remedy deserves it. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. See you tomorrow night. Thank you.